Back to the Danger Room. We are back doing tier lists. This will be the second half of the four threats. Today we have Chewy as the previous episodes. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, bro. How you doing?
Great. And we swapped out Sploosh's sore throat for Deaton. What's up?
What's up? I'm back.
You're back.
I'm
You
here.
moved.
I did. We're all set up again. I'm back in Marvel Land ish.
In Marvel Land, you got your own hobby space now. I don't know. Maybe you had one before.
Oh yeah, I've actually I think I've downgraded in the move, but that's okay. I haven't unpacked all my model stuff, so I don't have a setup. I can't paint anything. I'm going crazy, guys.
Oh, that's sad. That sucks. You'll get there. Don't worry about it, bro. It takes time. You'll be there.
That's okay.
Well, I got an angel to paint. Like he's just sitting in a box.
Oh boy!
Oh my god! I wish
he
Sploosh
doesn't
were here.
get painted really fast.
Me too. I have an angel to paint as well.
He deserves paint. Has he earned the paint?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just painted Steve too.
oh
earlier this week.
wow, wow. See
Just
me, I
because
just don't
he has
paint
an
bad
awesome
models.
sculpt, but he's a Steve 1 proxy is what he is.
Ah, that's right. We talked about this. That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, I
that's
actually
gonna be
painted
sick.
him.
Hell yeah, dude. Go for it. That's awesome.
All right, let's jump in. Our first model is Sentinel Mark IV. Dude, Sentinels have just not hit at all, have they?
No.
Nope.
They're just not there. They just like AMG just half baked their release big time. I don't know what they were thinking. I think they just had a bunch of cool models they wanted to release, and the rules were whatever.
Well, didn't they say they started as like an ultimate encounter and then they like morphed into like real models at some point, like getting more of them? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
If it helps, this is the most egregious. Like this is way worse than Sentinel Prime or Cassandra Nova. The Mark IV is just an awful, awful model. Like there's cool stuff. Like someone last couple seasons of TTS went 5-1 or something with them. Like they can do things, but they're just not very good.
Back on your point about they were originally intended for an ultimate encounter. I remember years and years ago there was a leak from AMG from like a marketing thing or whatever, and there was a Sentinel raid on the leak. Everything else on the leak proved to be true except that thing. So maybe that was scrapped for what we got.
I mean, I'm very thankful that we have both beautiful giant Sentinel models and confirmation that are getting changed. I would say that the Mark IV is the scariest model in the game to me to get changed.
Wait, why?
Because you can take two of them.
Oh.
Because they're both the same character. Yeah, good point.
Like Bill. Like they make it Bill tier, and then all of a sudden every list just has two Mark IVs in it. It's like,
oh, God.
So is that just what they do then? If they ever rebalance these characters, that it's just going to be the same printed jargon on both characters, and that's it. You know what I mean? Not that we have the answer, but it's like it sounds kind of lame.
Well,
I know it's the same character.
Just one, just one, and then you can take two of them. Which I love that rule. Like
I do
the idea
too.
that you can have multiple Sentinels, I think, is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I just think from a balancing perspective,
yeah.
I'm not sad that they came out a little underbaked, like because if they're the right answer, taking two of them. Like look how many times. Just take two.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
They're definitely just awful models. So throw them in next time.
Yeah, they're just terrible models.
That, their builder like blows themselves up and stuff. It's just like it's a hot mess. There's some cool ideas, a lot of like bad ideas, but they're getting buffed next year, according to AMG. So and they're getting new releases next year. So they're just gonna sit in the bottom for now.
Yeah.
Light at the end of the.
Yeah,
big dumb robots. Yeah, right now, man, I want to say Sentinel so bad because if nobody knows what that means. With Yipes because that's
cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, Yipes. Okay.
Yipes. He says Sentinel because in MVC2, Sentinel was broken, right? He was just insane and doing crazy things. I just want to say that for once. So I hope the Sentinels get buffed so I can just be like Sentinel, throwing some dice, baby, just blowing things up. But right now is not that time, and time has proven it that they're just garbage. And if you look at their win rate, it's just absolutely awful. I feel bad playing the Sentinel players too. I really do. Like it's just like I'm just gonna win. Except for Bright Mad, who does the right thing and plays broken characters with them. Shout outs to him. But outside of that, that's all he does. Yeah.
You can definitely see on the card. There's cool stuff going on. Like the builder is legitimately scary once they get power going.
Yeah.
They sort of work together. Like they interface with Sentinel Prime well, but it just doesn't come together, and a lot of it's these guys are just not it. So
nope.
All right, let's move on. Logan. Logan was insane with exceptional and spider portals in the game for a while. Now I feel like I haven't seen him in forever, but I don't think he's bad. Like I think I put him in the mid tier. He just feels balanced now.
He's
also, like Shang's existence is really sucky for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's. If you see an affiliation that he's in, you wouldn't be surprised to see him, right? He's a perfectly good, fine model. He's solid. He gets edged out of one of his affiliations just because he shares the alter ego.
Yeah, right? Now that we have 3-threat Wolverine, and that Weapon X's like only game plan is spam models, it feels weird bringing him.
Yeah, Logan is a weird, and as I've been listening to you guys, I've had this thought a lot. Logan is a weird model where, like, objectively, his card is fine, right? He's got good stuff. He's a good model. You would never be surprised to see him. But, like, when you look at the places that you would then expect to maybe see him as solid in faction, he doesn't actually get played in any of them. Mm-hmm. All of your X-Men are running Nightcrawler and, whatever else. Voodoo is pushing him out. Weapon X, he's not there. So it's like, I'm not making the case that he shouldn't be solid, because I think he is. But, like, by our definitions of tiers, like, you could make the case that he's down.
Well, he's still solid in faction, even if, like, people don't play him in the meta, right?
Well, I mean, but I guess I'm just saying edged out of affiliation by better choices for the meta. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. You're right. Our tier list names have issues, but I think based on vibes. Yeah. Vibes for me, I had to put him in mid tier.
No, I think he's perfectly fine to be in mid tier. I think that's where he belongs.
Yeah, I think when he had exceptional, he was definitely A or S for a while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%. Not even close, dude. He was so annoying, dude. He would just take down an entire flank, and if you tried to kill him, you couldn't because exceptional just kept him alive, and he just kept doing things. It was just like, very, very annoying character. I mean. My thing is, I think he would excel on Mcron. You know what I mean? With it being so close, but like, I don't know. Like, you're. I mean, it's just you're right. I mean, it's just Shang, but there's just better choices. You know what I mean? Like, why take him when you can take someone else, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the problem is with X-Men is that if they're playing Charles, Nightcrawler starts the engine. Logan doesn't.
He doesn't. Correct.
So Nightcrawler has like a kind of like a side benefit there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Logan, like Storm's worse, Spider Portals is gone. Logan was really good on Spider Portals for energy defense, and he would just place back on the objective if he got moved.
Right.
That scenario's gone. He is really good on Sword Shape, which is what Mcron is.
Right.
But I also have noticed that like physical damage feels really hard to punch damage through, like physical dice these days. Everything's like martial arts, count blanks, freaking DR, whatever, high def 4 at least. And it's like, it's so hard to do damage with physical dice, just like.
Especially when you're just rolling 5 and the shapes are compressed, so the rerolls are harder
to do now.
True.
That's, true statement. I mean, I mean, I did want to, when I was playing Charles a couple of weeks ago, playing with Phoenix and all that nonsense. It was hard for me to field them, honestly. Like, every time I made a list, I was like, I have to play Nightcrawler. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. And then fill out the rest, and it was like, okay, you just don't make it, so you're just here. I want to play you, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I think as time goes on, we'll see how. I think it'll get better. Like, I think if the meta shifts or whatever, if time goes on, because his kit, like you said, his card is great, right? Like, you can't coach that. Like, he's got 2
Logan
rerolls,
does way more damage than Nightcrawler.
He does.
It just doesn't start the engine that Charles needs.
I just think that it's never like even Logan and Spider Portals, right? It was never about the damage, and Nightcrawler does that very specific. Let me bounce around and score you pay to flip points,
right?
Better than Logan does, because he can hit so many of them. And
yeah,
so
Nightcrawler can hit more.
right,
True.
he hits more of them, and really, that's all that it's about. And in that specific use case. So.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put Logan in the middle. I think that's where he deserves, or what he deserves, and it's just kind of like
absolutely
waiting on some things around him to change. Okay, Apex. I mean, I think Apex is also a good character. I think I put him in the middle. Unless anyone disagrees with me.
Nah, I don't disagree at all.
I've seen Sooner have success with him in Inhumans. I've played him with Magneto. I've even played against him in Weapon X, which is like not as cool, but he doesn't have alias issues there. I don't know. He's just a good character.
He's one of those characters that is limited by the fact that he's designed around his affiliation. So like he's designed around Magneto's power gain. He just is. And so the scope of where you're going to see him is limited, but in all those places, Magneto, Steve, She-Hulk, Inhumans, like he's good there, and he's a perfectly good choice. But if you're not playing one of those, he just doesn't have the power economy to sort of sustain you, or sustain himself. So yeah, I think I agree. Throw him in the mid tier and.
Yeah, I like Apex. I think he's a good character, but I'm not like freaking out about him.
No,
Same
here.
I'm not even really playing him that much in Brotherhood with Mag because he doesn't have a terrain throw. That's my biggest gripe with them, which I think it is fine, but yeah.
Yeah, I just think he excels more in the power affiliations, and I gotta say, like he's one of the most. He's between him and Logan. I've had the most fun with Apex because of the whole medium pounce thing. But again, like you need the power to do all that stuff. He has cool decision tree options. Is what I'm trying to get at. Once you get him going, it's really fun.
He is fun.
But yeah, he's very fun and not boring. Not just like this one-dimensional character. You know what I'm saying? He can do some control. He can do this. Can do that. Has some cool tactics cards. But yeah, I think that he's just a power affiliation character, and if you have the power to give to him, go ahead. He's going to be really good. I mean, Pounce Medium is stupid. I still think this is probably one of the dumbest things in the game they've ever done. But, it is what it is, though. But yeah, no, definitely a solid B tier character for sure.
All right, we'll move on to Rhino. I'm gonna let you guys guess where Rhino should go. I have an idea.
A tier, in my opinion.
Dean.
My heart wants to say S, but I think he's an A tier model. I think he's.
Yeah, A is what I also was thinking for Rhino.
Yeah, I think Voodoo has pushed him out.
He was nerfed. He was S.
Yep.
Old Robbery was S tier Rhino for sure.
By a mile.
Yeah, now he's A. I've played a bunch of Rhino and he's still extremely silly. He just like one man to Magneto game I played recently. Magneto's like fumbling around, getting owned by stupid Shang like stuns and crap, and I was like, Rhino's just like, I got you, bro. Stampede, terrain throw, kill 2 models, robbery, this other guy. Immediate win.
Immediate win. Yeah, you gotta love it. Yeah, I mean, again, like you just said, right? Robbery was broken, and he was an S tier model. He's an A tier model now. I mean, the distance he covers on the map is crazy. Like, he places within 1 guaranteed. Stampede, he moves medium. He's all over the place. He's always in the game. So he's kind of hard to control sometimes, you know. Obviously, Hulk can bully him, right? We know that already. But still, like, even when you bully him a little bit, he still finds a way to get back in the game. It's just annoying. He's always played in Spider Foes also. I mean, not always. I shouldn't say that. I would say the majority of the time he's played in Spider Foes, I would think. Because he's just that good. I mean, why not take him, right? I know Carnage is the flavor of the month right now, but he's still really, really, really strong. And he can play in Syndicate really. Is he affiliated with Syndicate? I don't remember.
Yeah, no, Syndicate plays him all the time, pretty much.
He does. They play him all the time. Yeah.
Kingpin does at least.
Syndicate's like 1B model if Cat is 1A. And you just put him for Kingpin, right?
Exactly.
Like he's not often splashed anymore, like truthfully. Like he's got good splash homes. But so does Sabretooth that we just talked about, right? But he is like the linchpin of a lot of like what I see happening in Criminal Syndicate. And putting games away and having a model that can like spend a ton of power and do good things on the first activation late in the game. Same thing in Spider Foes. I think he gives you a scoring tool that otherwise they don't have. So I think he's just think he's A tier because of his role and his affiliations, and then he's still a pretty reasonable splash in a couple other places.
Yeah, I've played against him in Inhumans. He's really obnoxious there. I've seen Magneto. Places round one. Round one Stampede is really silly.
Very silly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Agent Venom. I don't have much to say about Agent Venom. I think he's just perfectly fine.
Solid in faction.
Solid in faction, honestly.
I played a lot of him when I played Shield back in the day as like a scoundrels guy.
Yeah,
he's good at that.
He's one of those models where like, as the meta shifts around to different things, he can scale really high on this list. Like he can go up to A basically, because his like ability to shut off rerolls means if there's lots of web warriors, he's a much better character. If there's things like scoundrels, right, become super popular, he's very good at that. So he gets to like, he's one of those models that really flexes with the meta, I feel like, and he's always just sort of good.
Yeah, I've always liked his grenade is also randomly useful if you like bring down Hulk or something.
Right.
Yeah, fun character. Yeah. I liked them in when I was playing the whole Namor shield thing. It's great. Rerolls. But that was a different time and a different era, right? You know, Gamma and all that stuff was around, so we could shoot down the middle, demons, all that stuff. But yeah, I agree with Dean. I think if it shifts to that, like, you know, Web Warriors and Scoundrels kind of deal, like I think he'll go up to A. Well, probably B+ or something like that, like close to A, because he'll be really relevant, right? Because he can just turn off the rerolls and do all the cool things.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever been A tier. I think he's always been in the middle for me.
I think he's always been B. But yeah, it's just going to depend on that. But like, the other thing is too, like, I don't remember, but he's not affiliated with foes, right?
No, he's Shield and Guardians.
That's right, Shield and Guardians, okay. I wonder, like, if I were to put him in like foes, how he would do. He's a 4 threat, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, these are all 4 threats, homie.
4 threats. I'm an idiot, man. I'm just tired, dude. I'm just tired today, guys. I'm sorry, man. I had a long night. Anyway, the whole point is like, yeah, if he was a foe, I wonder how well he would do there too, because you know you could play with Ock and all that stuff. But I mean, not Ock, Goblin and all that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, very very whelmed by Agent Venom. He's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I have a lot to say about the next character, Bill.
Go ahead.
Bill, dude, I really want to put Bill in S tier. He's still just incredibly stupid.
Why do you say that like it's a conversation?
Okay.
It's not a conversation.
Because a lot of people disagree with me.
A lot of people are wrong. Bill is an S tier.
Okay. I swear to God, every time I play Bill or play against Bill, I'm like, this character's so broken, it's laughable. Like
Bill is like always going to remain S tier with his stat block. His profile of things that he brings to the game are going to be relevant forever.
Pretty much.
Like, and if they would have to print something above Bill, which would be ludicrous to do, because Bill's already, you know, like let's say Shang, right? Shang competes with Bill in a lot of ways and is maybe better than Bill. But like, that's not the model you want to be compared to in terms of fairness. Like, you're arguing over who's the tippy top of the mountain. They're both just S tier models. So yeah, I don't think this is a real debate.
Yeah, Bill. So oftentimes when people tell me that they don't think Bill is as good as I do, there's usually some kind of knowledge gap as to why they think that. And in my experience, they don't realize his DR works on everything. You can like stop meteor damage, you know, things like that. Stop cube damage, Dormammu damage. So you can stop all that stuff. And then I find a lot of players don't play the refuse flank game like very minimally or not even at all. I've had a lot of success having Bill just be by himself and the rest of my team is a death ball. And then Bill is just so good at surviving that he can just hang out while you take more important activations and you can feel pretty confident he's not going to die. And then at some point he just runs away and you win. So that's how I've gotten the most success out of Bill, and I think he's just extremely good at doing that.
I think the only time you could make the argument that Bill wasn't maybe S tier was in Namor's kind of peak. And even then, like, he was in all the lists, but everyone was just running Asgard. And like, Bill would stand next to Namor, and then like, oh, Bill has priority with 4 power. Namor's just dead because he gets double lightning strike to the face because they just gave him this like super incredible tool in the flyers.
They're both really good at killing each other.
Yeah, so it's like
they are.
Yeah,
yep.
So even if you tried to make that argument, like, it's probably not correct. So yeah, Bill's S tier. Bill will remain. I think he's an evergreen model just because he's not a gimmick or a trick. He's put him in there. You know exactly what you're gonna get out of Bill for however long that game is.
Yeah, he's just the ultimate role player.
Yeah.
He wins me games very easily. And on
He's
top
like
of that, I mean, he just, like you just said, I played a game into Merzane a couple weeks ago. We had a turn where he thought he can kill me with magic, and I just rolled dice, and then all of a sudden I recaled because he had like 3 failures in his roll, and I was like, okay, cool. I need this to survive. I needed 1 damage to die. Didn't do enough. I paid the point to DR. I lived. I was like, all right, cool. I just won the game from here.
Yep.
I just won the game because I can do the DR whenever I want, right? So it's like, as long as the recal hits and I just do enough, we're good. That's all I gotta do. Yeah, man. He's got everything, bro. Aggressive, DR. His spender is not a joke. His spender is actually really stupid. It's actually really good. The range 4 gun is dumb. Not dumb. It's really good. But like, yeah, I mean, and size 4 throw. Like, what else do you want? Like, how can this character not be S tier, bro? He does all the things you need him to do. Like, I don't understand the argument. Like, when I hear it, I just mute. I'm just like, no. I'm just gonna keep playing Bill and keep winning, and then there you go. And then you'll tell me he's S tier right afterwards.
It's because Bill is a Scottie Pippen and not a Michael Jordan.
True.
Bill is
good
going
one.
to be the best ever version of not your best model. If Bill is the thing you're putting all your hopes on and carrying your team, you're probably not going to win very many games.
Correct.
Or you might win, but you won't win your events, right?
There you go.
He'll sit down when Tony Kukoc gets called in for the final shot.
Dude, I used to do that. You know that annoyed me the most when I was a kid. Every time I saw Kukoc come into the game, because I knew the Bulls won. Every time you came, I hated it. I'm glad you mentioned that. That used to get me so mad as a kid, dude. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, Round Ball Rock coming back next year. But I really think, like, if you're relying on him to be your workhorse, and he's got to be the front and center model to do all the work, you probably won't win, right? Bill's not that. Bill's not the guy that you get to go in there and he's always going to sort of have these incredible activations and pull you to victory. What Bill's going to do is support at an elite level all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He is the best constant in MCP. He's not. I don't think Bill's super flashy unless you're in like a size 4-5 meta where Bill can really use his throw and really, use the spender for some damage. But like, he's just hyper solid. He'll always be there.
It feels a lot like if you gave Luke Cage a character throw and was faster.
Yeah.
Like,
on a bigger base too.
Bill are just pick things up, don't die, go last, walk, throw. Yep. That's the Bill play pattern.
That's
and wins games.
It's really effective.
Wins games.
Boring.
Yeah. It is. But it wins, man. It's solid. He's a solid Pippin. That's a good one. I like that. He's a solid Robin to the Batman. That's a good point.
Well, I figured I'd say something. Say something on my first episode back.
Absolutely, bro. That was good.
Okay, let's keep moving. We got Spider-Woman. I don't know where Spider-Woman goes. She feels very mid or worse
she's
to me.
A perfectly fine model whose affiliations don't really get played, so you don't see a lot of her.
Yeah. I mean, she is Avengers.
Yeah, but I think in there specifically, she's definitely pushed out by better stuff, right?
Yeah.
Voodoo is better. Shang is better. That's just the reality of the situation. Um, in her other places like Web Warriors, like Hydra's not really played. Um,
She's
and
also
if they are,
Shield
they're
and melee
doing
force.
something very different. They're doing different things. Web Warriors don't want fours, and when they want fours, they want your S tiers. I don't like. To me, she's very Sabertoothish. Where like this model is good. This model has, I mean, some very good things she can do. Venom Blast is ridiculous, but does she really get played? No, but I think that's more of a factors of the game type thing than it is necessarily a knock on what's on her card.
Yeah, she feels fair like Agent Venom that way, where they're like,
Yeah.
it's a good character, but she's a little dicey. If you give her power, she's kind of just like an expensive black cat.
Right.
So I don't know.
I mean, maybe that's a case for her to be edged out because the package that they tried to give her is like a weird thing at 4th threat. She's like a Black Cat Milesy type model, but like you just bring those other models. She's like pushed out by people who aren't in her own threat band.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That is a problem.
Yeah, I don't got much to say about
her.
her.
Builder is pretty good, but it's very wilds dependent. Which it's the same rant I had about Cyclops, so
At least she's fast and has a place and can activate twice.
She is fast,
twice,
yes.
I
play her in affiliation battle with A-Force. Like if I needed to play a 4th threat in A-Force, that I like her there. Okay. I just don't have to in the normal game.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I think when she gets power, she's good. She does push your VPs quite a bit. It's just the consistency just isn't there for the scenario side for Web Warriors when you can just bring 3s, or like the damage side for like someone like Hydra who's doing weird A-bomb shit. So.
Yeah. Hydra just feels a little identityless. So, yeah.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah, all right. I'm about to start raging.
Here we
again,
go.
Dude. This is the Cyclops rant of this episode.
This is what we've been waiting for.
This is where your younger listeners maybe earmuffs.
Earmuffs over the years.
Yep. We have no younger listeners. You're the youngest listener of our casting.
Oh god.
Damn, I feel old now. Dang, that's sick.
I'm a baby. All right, let's hear it. Where's Emma, Mike?
All right, dude. You guys got to talk me off the ledge of putting her in the bottom tier, dude. Okay, like there's only like 2 good things on her card on both sides: Shapeshifter and her Mystic Spender. Everything else is just a meme. Like her builder is fine, but it's nothing special. Like the Mystic builder, her diamond form is just a complete meme. Like everything on that side, joke. Yeah, I just like there's so many things wrong with this character. One, why does she have telekinetic deflection when she doesn't have telekinetic powers in the comics? Secondly, Emma, whenever anyone throws a building or a car or whatever at her, she goes into diamond form. She can't do that in this game. She spends 2 to just not take damage, which doesn't really make sense thematically at all. And then she like can't use cards in diamond form, which makes no sense. I know if you're trying to make the argument that like she shouldn't be able to play Headmistress or Mind Transfer in diamond form because she loses her telekinetic powers in diamond form, I agree with you. But then like, or make those cards only usable in her normal form. Like Hood has a card that says normal form only. So like all of that is super troll. Her diamond form just the diamond mind is a joke. Her spender to get her out of diamond form is just silly. Like I just don't understand the obsession with trapping her in this mode. Because it gets even worse if you're like I'm gonna transform to live, and I died, and now I'm stuck here. I just like don't really understand it. So then her play pattern just ends up being sit in normal form and die, and then just miss expender people because that's the only way to really get value. It's all just very frustrating. I just don't understand what AMG was thinking with this character. But when she was in Hellfire, like when Hellfire was insane, she was like B at most. Now it's like she's got to be C, like C at highest for sure. She's not played in any of her factions. She's played in Hellfire, which is a meme now. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I think this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I don't know. What do you guys think where she should go?
So I played her a couple weeks ago. Oh, not a couple weeks. Jesus, almost 2 months ago. Whenever it was, dude. With the new Brotherhood stuff, I was testing her out, and I just put her in there with Mystique just to see what she can do. Of course, I was playing against Sentinels, and then I found out that she can't move any of the Sentinels because she has a Mystic attack, and I was like, okay. And then all the character kept doing the entire game was transforming into physical form, and then like holding an extract, and then like not really affecting the game outside of that, like at all. Granted, I mean, getting points is cool, and staying alive is cool, you know, because I'm playing into a meme Sentinel list. But she just didn't affect the game at all, like in anything, like, and I really wish she had a way to transform in and out of Diamond regular form, original. Because the fact that I have to stay there is just annoying, and she doesn't really do that. She goes between the both. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't just do that. So I just don't understand that. It's not fun.
I don't understand AMG's obsession with making me not have fun when I play X-Men. Like why? Why do I have to fight the game?
Yeah, and I don't want to do that, right? So like, and I think this character was a prisoner of the leadership. You know what I mean? I think, and it. I don't know. I just think I think they had this idea with her and that, and this is what they ended up with, unfortunately. But yeah, she didn't do anything, right? Like it was just whatever. I was like, okay, cool. You were a character. I lost the game. You didn't really help me. And I don't feel like she's Emma Frost at all. I don't think they've embodied her at all as a character. She doesn't feel that way. And I wish she had what's her name that just came out? Brotherhood character. Mastermind, right? Lady Mastermind. Yeah. She has a way to like do the whole mental domination thing to like force someone to attack. Like, why can't Emma have that? Like, why couldn't she have that? Like,
yeah, Emma has just an advanced trigger on her builder, which is like not consistent at all.
It's not consistent at all. No, and like it's just whatever. And yeah, man, I'm with you, bro. I mean, I almost want to put her in the Basuda tour, bro. I almost want to put her at a D tier, but the thing is,
dude.
So before we argue too much,
go ahead.
AMG put her in the next time baby tier because they're buffing her.
What? Oh,
Chick has said on one of the podcasts tour that he did, Emma will get reworked in the next update.
Good, thank God.
Game Store Guardians, one of their episodes from July 14th. That seems way too recent. Yeah. But yeah, sometime in June, he was on one of the things and said, yeah. Didn't say anything about what, but yes, Emma's getting buffed. So.
Well, X-23 got her skeleton removed because that's actually lore accurate. So maybe we can hope that Emma's stupid diamond mine goes away.
Yeah.
Maybe they needed 2 years to read some comics.
Yeah,
or even honestly, even watch X-Men 97. Emma literally gets a building dropped on her in X-Men 97 and walks away out of the rubble in diamond form. You can't do that in MCP.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And Gambit, we all know Gambit got buffed because of X-Men 97, right? So we need Marvel Media to teach AMG what they need to be doing.
Yeah, definitely.
With regards to these characters.
Yeah, she's just an entire thematic miss, man. It's very unfortunate because she's a beloved character. People love her. Like I love her. You love her. You know, we talk about her a lot. Like it's just very disappointing, man. I still haven't, dude. She's missing an arm, and I don't feel like fixing her right now, bro. Like she's sitting on my. I'm serious, bro. Like I have her with a missing arm because I can't find it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my effort finding it because I don't want to play her. Because I'm just gonna get bored, and I'm just never gonna play her again. So I'm like. Yeah, so I'm glad to hear that she might get buffed, so that's cool.
I've played her in X-Men, like wanting to make her work, and I'll bring Headmistress, and even with that, Headmistress always seems like it always reads like it's this insane card, and it never is in practice. It ends up just being like a charge for her. because your X-Men often are the ones picking stuff up because of First Class, and then they can't get moved by Headmistress because they're holding something. So it just is like, what am I doing with this?
Yeah. But I will say this: she did have two of the coolest plays like over the past year on TTS. The whole mind transferring onto a grunt, or whatever it was.
That it's cool, but
that is so cool.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, outside of that, who cares? But man, that was some cool stuff, man. But whatever. Yeah, she's basura, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Dean, do you think she's not basura, man? I don't know.
No, she is. She is for sure. She's
okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, Spider-Woman is definitely better than Emma, for sure.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to Psylocke. Good old Betsy. Psylocke is still solid. I think she's fine and good.
Yep.
She's gotten better. Like I don't know. She's just gotten more homes as the game has grown. Like she's good in APOC and so X-Men plays her sometimes. I know Sooner played her at Squad Goals.
I think she's just like very, very fine. She's
like Agent Venom that way. She's like a good character. Her having like mystic energy typing is just like one of the best things you could have in the game. So
yeah, and she has action economy. She can hit like a truck sometimes. She's just great, dude. She's the bae, bro. She's my main bae right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got the main bae with Psylocke, and I got the side with Magic right now, because I got those two on my list with APOC right now, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
Two mystic attackers that hit pretty well, man. She's really cool, man, and I love that. I love that she didn't suck coming up right out the gate. You know what I mean? Another one of my favorite X-Men characters too, and I have a ton of fun playing her. I love her play patterns and everything, and she's cool. So she's just a B tier character, but damn is she fun to play and damn is she good. Like absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I gave AMG a lot of shit about Emma, but I think Psylocke turned out pretty well. I wish she had 6 health on the injured side, but that's my only gripe.
Yeah, I would agree.
We can't get into complaining about that, otherwise we'll be here forever.
Yeah, 6'5" stat line is like a meme, bro. I don't really understand why they're obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Solid character.
Mm-hmm.
All right, MODOK 2. MODOK Science is Supreme. I don't know if I've ever played this character. Maybe I played him once. Dean, you've played this character a bunch.
You played him, yeah.
I played a lot of MODOK. He's solid. He's good. He's like, I think the obvious like speed issues and like positioning issues that he has, because he wants to be by his allies. You know, he wants to stand there and shoot stuff. He are a little awkward with the rotation, the crisis rotation, but like I just lost this guy like last week. He'll do more damage than you think he will. Also, anybody with mind games is automatically solid or awesome. And I think, I think he gets unfairly, well, maybe not to most people, but can get unfairly compared to like what OG MODOK was. He's not that by a long stretch. But I think like if you decided you wanted to play this guy as your CS leader, you wanted to build a list around it, I think you're totally fine. You're not really scraping the bottom of the barrel. I think the other two CS leaders are much, much better right now, right? In their list compositions, but I think he's a perfectly reasonable thing to run as a leader. I think that to counter myself there, you're not bringing this guy if he's not your leader, probably. So maybe he gets edged out. And
it seems like all the syndicate leaders are that way.
Yeah. I think they're probably all very similarly like that, but no, I think this guy's perfectly fine. He's a little weird, but it's MODOK, so.
He's definitely weird. His card is very wordy, but it's also MODOK, like you said, and he can catch people with like his reverse bodyguard and pulling rerolls off of like friendly power. It can be hard if you like aren't super well versed in what he does. It can be catch you off guard. It's like, oh, he actually has a bunch of rerolls I didn't account for.
Right.
He has helmet too, so like he can catch you there. Yeah.
Yeah, when I played him the other day, it was I was playing Dracula Convocation, and it was him, Ultron, and Claw. We're all bow immune, and it was very, very unfun.
Wait, is Claw bow immune?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Oh, interesting. I don't remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He has like campy webline. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's really weird, but yes, he does.
Dude, that's funny. Dracula's probably super sad. All energy attackers too.
Yeah, it wasn't a very fun game. I mean, it was a fun game. It was a fun game because my opponent was fun, but it was like, oh, this is stupid. So, yeah, no, not much to say here. I think go play some MODOK. Mind games your opponent. Have fun.
All right, Gwenpool. Man, I think what's really screwing Gwenpool over is she can't teleport holding something. It really holds her back.
This is definitely a model that's pushed out by better choices.
Definitely pushed out. That's the big issue.
Like, because she does have really good kit. Like, she has a good card, and she just doesn't see the table. It is because her not being able to teleport with a thing it's just so weird. She's like the model that they decided to draw that line on.
Well, Steve 2 and Zemo 2 can't do it either. They have their medium walk, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, none of those characters are well received, and I think that rule just sucks. It's the same thing with Ant-Man and Wasp.
I think part of the problem is it's really hard to put that rule into the game if you're not going to make it consistent. Because you then get compared to models that can do that because they still exist. Right? Like,
I don't even think it's I actually disagree. I don't think it's because people like Miles or Spider-Man exist. It's purely because she just like loses part of her kit, and it's too expensive otherwise. Like, she has no displacement. So like, if you can't teleport, you're just like you're just making gunshots. Like, you're worse than Deadpool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Deadpool can teleport with an objective too. He could. Granted, it's not as big as this, right? But he's a 3-throw that can do it. So, yeah, I think they need to remove that. Honestly, I mean, has it really broken the game? That character. I mean, does it feel broken sometimes? Yeah.
I think they're just like afraid of this character running away with an objective because she's tanky. But like, the reality is, models basically can never run away until the very end of the game, and that's sometimes.
Exactly.
Like, the tempo of the game is too high to just run a model away that isn't like Toad or a Grunt.
Or Rhino.
And Gwenpool certainly can't do it at 4th threat. So like,
right.
I just think it's an unwarranted fear.
I think so too, and I don't think she deserves that. So I think if they remove that, I think you're right. I think if they remove that, she might get played more. Honestly, I think because her kid is really cool, and she's CS affiliated, right? Yeah.
She's a great model to like go to the midline and pick something up, but by doing that, you lose her teleport the next round. Not only because you paid 1, you can't teleport, you don't have enough power, but like, but if round 1, if she could teleport the thing, she could walk twice, pick something up. The top of next round, she could gunshot teleport and like sword something.
Yep,
and she could be useful. But instead, it's like, I guess I'm gunshotting and walking back or somewhere. Like, what am I doing?
It doesn't work, right? It's just, you're not really maximizing her potential at that point, right? It's just that you're limited. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, it's hard. Yeah, C tier. I mean, I want to put her in B so badly, dude. I just you can't though.
Like, yeah, no, I don't think I've actually played her, and I don't think she deserves B tier for those reasons I said.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on. Squirrel Girl. Dude, I don't have anything good to say about this character. I think she's just a complete miss.
I never see her played. Never played her. I don't have the model. So that explains it. So, like, I mean, I think I saw her played one time in DU at LVO, and I was like, what is she doing? I think you're on stream. Yeah, she died. I was like, okay. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. She's just, I thought the whole not counting crits thing or whatever it was that she has was going to be pretty good, at the time, Malekith and all that stuff came out or whatever. But it's shown that it just doesn't work, and she's just, she doesn't live up to her, character at this point, honestly. So, yeah, I agree. Just put her down there.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl is a character that should be good at killing high threat models or just like disabling them or something like that, and she's awful at it because her abilities all cost more on high threat models. It doesn't make any sense. It should be the inverse. Like she should have like putting Tippy on somebody should cost 10, and then you subtract their threat from the power cost.
Ooh.
So like if you're gonna Tippy Thanos, it like costs 2, right? If you're gonna Tippy fucking Toad, it costs 8 or something like that, right? I'm just making numbers up. But my point is, it doesn't make any sense that it costs way more to like Tippy the big guys, which is what she does in the comics.
I think that this shows the problem that doesn't exist as much right now, but how do you interact with kaiju in a way that doesn't just push them out of the meta is a problem AMG has not solved yet.
Yeah.
Like there are no like what do you do? Give her stagger if you're above 5 threat, right? Like 5 foot or above, like the Doctor Strange Clea stuff they're trying to do right now. Like no, because then
you're talking about Judgment.
Or yeah, Judgment, right? So, but like let's say that Squirrel Girl had a version of that was like what condition do you give? Well, it can't be stunned because they're immune. It can't be staggered because then the kaiju are just useless. And so it's like I think this is emblematic of like sort of that. How do we effectively deal with these things? And I don't think they have that answer.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's tough. I don't know. She just doesn't live up to that hype. And I feel like if they made her a specialized model like to mess with kaiju's, then it would be fine. Judgment is a good step towards that because Judgment is worse when there's more models on the table.
Yeah, it really is.
So like having her give out Judgment would be cool. And like I said, just Tippy is like a pretty decent effect. Like when Tippy is on somebody. Problem is it probably shouldn't reduce her defenses. Like it kind of sucks that if you put Tippy on Malekith, then like you just die anyway because you have no durability. So like who cares? So like Tippy probably needs to be cheaper on the high threat models, and she probably also shouldn't lose durability. I don't know. She's a hot mess.
Yeah, she doesn't work right now. She's got some good ideas that need to be looked at again. That need to be revised. You know what I mean? Like just go back to the drawing board and figure it out. I like your ideas though, but the whole subtracting, like I think that's really cool. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if she's on the repack list, but
she is for next year. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what they got.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll move on to M'Baku. I've played a bunch of M'Baku, and he's very mid. He does have fun turns though when he like goes crazy with Avalanche.
Oh man, is it ever? Knocked me out of a
tournament.
Very
frustrating. He's frustrating to play on certain maps like D maps and stuff, but if you can just party on like intrusions and stuff with him, he's pretty cool. Still dicey, but cool.
Yeah, so I don't got much to say about him. His control is good. His leadership is, decent. It's pretty good.
His leadership's fine.
Yeah. He's got a size 4 throw and a spender, which is relevant, right? Could be relevant, right?
Yeah, spender's extremely good.
Very, very good. And then Wakanda Forever's still in the game, so like he can have some really crazy turns with the rest of the Wakandans, Yeah, like I said, he knocked me out of a tournament, man. Had a really crazy turn. Just because of the spender and the move and all that, and was able to throw a terrain feature at Jane. It was like, damn, like I forgot you could do all this, homie. Like I was like, whoa.
He has a cheap terrain throw. It only costs 2.
Yeah, very cheap terrain throw, man. So like he can have some really, like he's so close to being like A. You know what I mean? But he doesn't need to be.
I don't know about that.
No, I mean if they changed, if they added some things to him and quality of life things, like I hate that he has 2
if they gave him.
If
they gave him charge, then yes, he would be A tier.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or get rid of the. I wish he didn't have 2 energy defense dice, but whatever. That's.
I don't really understand why he has that lore or not.
It's very, very weak, and that's. Ugh. But either way, solid guy though. He's a pretty cool character to play.
I think M'Baku's like where you want lots of models to sit.
Yeah,
he's good. He's good in his faction. As a leader, like you're not mad that you're taking him.
I'm definitely mad I have to take him sometimes.
I mean, for the most part, I would say sure there might be scenarios, but like for the most part, I think you're fine taking M'Baku in most places.
Yeah,
but like
that's true.
He interfaces well with his affiliation, but like you're not really looking to splash M'Baku ever. So I think like he's sort of maybe a little bit on the lower side of that. But I think for the most part, he really fits that space of not gonna run over the world, but
yeah,
I'm gonna just be solid.
yeah, he's definitely the epitome of solid. All right, we'll move on. I'm curious about this one. This is Zemo 2 from Core Box 2. I actually have almost lost games to this character, and I think he's actually pretty good. It's just Zemo 1 is broken, so he never gets played.
He's edged out by better choices.
Problem.
Better choices.
He's edged out by better choices. Yep.
Right. So do we put Zemo 2 in the C tier, even though if you just ban Zemo 1, like I think this character's B or higher?
I think he's Spider-Woman. He's very similar to what we said about Spider-Woman. Like
he's a C tier character.
Yeah. He's not gonna, like the reality is he's not going to see play while Zemo 1 exists.
Exactly. Yeah. Agreed. There's nothing else to say there, man. I barely see him on the table because Zemo. It is what it is.
I will say he does have some weird play patterns that I also don't think AMG thought through very well. Like his gunshot doesn't make power, which is fine, but also like it's like the quick step happens and then you're supposed to like sword them, but then there's like no reason to use the spender because you needed to like have sorted them first, or like you get extra dice on the sword only if I remember correctly. I don't know. I remember his play pattern just being very awkward.
Yeah, there's some weirdness going on with him. Like there's reasons you play 3-threat Zemo over this guy, right? He wouldn't be omnipresent or anything if you all of a sudden banned Zemo 1. But
that's true.
He'd go up to B.
He would.
But as things stand today, leave him at home. Like is the answer just because the other one's so good, and they have too much affiliation overlap. So
yeah, they have the same.
Right. Exactly. Like
yeah. All right, Steve 3. I mean,
this dude's bad.
I mean, I agree. Cool. I don't think Steve 3 is a good model. His leadership is pretty good. I don't think his leadership's insane. I don't know. Where do you want to put Steve 3? It's got to be B or C, right?
I would say C tier, honestly. And I just played Shadow Marvel the other day, and it all came down to Steve 3 needing to do things, and just he had to push APOC and like couldn't do it, and he couldn't get me off of secure. Then he had to roll into secure and failed it. So like, you know, he just couldn't do enough. His leadership can be annoying, especially with Gambit right now. Like the whole wild thing that you could do with him, like Gambit just one shots models like crazy. It's insane. But I think he's a C tier model. I think there's some number changes that they can do to bring him to B. Like honestly, bro, why is his shield bounce like range 3? Why isn't it just range 4 just like other Steve? Like that's one I would start there.
Well, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I get that this is supposed to be a different Steve. I whatever. The whole point is like it's a range 4 thing. So like why not just make this range 4? Like whatever. But yeah, C tier for me. Like that's just he's almost D tier, bro. Almost. But I won't go that far. I seriously won't go that because I am upset about the model. Like I love the leadership. I just wish they gave him like, dude, because I can be there all day, whatever the hell he says at the end on his backside or whatever. I can do this all day. It's actually better than Steve 1's because like I forgot that it counts all attacks. So I did a mystic attack into him.
That's not true exactly.
Is it not true?
They both count blanks on everything on the injured side. The difference is Steve 3 can add dice on mystic attacks.
Yep.
Oh,
but Steve 3 has one less health. He's 6'5".
That's what it is.
The other one's 5'6", so
yeah,
it's like weirdly, yeah. The backside specifically. If this model wasn't a leader, you'd never see him. He's bad. And
yeah, wouldn't see him. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, he feels like Shadowlands that way, and we rank Shadowlands in C tier.
Then throw him in C tier.
I'll throw him in C tier. Yeah, and just be done with it.
He's not the worst Steve Rogers, but he's a lot closer to the worst Steve Rogers than the best Steve Rogers.
Yeah. That makes sense. We put Steve 2 in the bottom and Steve 1 in the middle, so.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That feels about right. Okay, Oct 2. I mean, we put Goblin in the mid tier, and Oct 2 is basically the same freaking model.
They should be in the exact same spot.
Yeah, I don't have.
exact same spot. Yeah. Shout outs to Sean, my local. He was like, he didn't have he didn't like that goblin. We put goblin and beats here. I'm like, bro, stop it. But either way, go ahead, Dean. Go ahead.
No, I mean they're the same power level. It's what leadership style do you want to play? What models do you want to bring along with them?
Yep.
If anything, he's with Carnage's resurgence, he's probably a little worse than Goblin, but that's evaluating leadership. So throw him in the B tier and sort of move on with your day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I'm an Octu fan. I think he's good against APOC. He's good with the cards, the foes cards. Like, I think he's fine. Not super exciting. All right. Iron Man 2. Man, I think Iron Man 2 is terrible.
He's a next time, baby.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
he's awful.
Basura.
Exactly.
Basura. Easily Basura. I played him a few times and just hated him. I was like, why am I not just playing Iron Guy? Like Threat 3 Iron Guy. Like, I should just play him and I'll feel better about myself. I just... I don't know. But we talked about this before, right? They need to do something with the Iron people to make them more unique. And I mean,
I have a lot of complaints with Iron people in this game.
Yeah, and I think this was a nice attempt, but it just didn't hit. So he's just not good. I don't know what he does, honestly. Like, he's just not good. I don't know.
Isn't like his rerolls don't work on himself, right? They're just like friend-only rerolls.
Friend only, yeah.
They're like Charles rerolls, but he can use them. It's not once per turn, if I remember.
Right, I'm looking at it now,
which is good.
It's another allied character. It's like it's silly, but sure, that's that is precedent has that. Jesus. The biggest problem on his card, or one of probably the biggest easy thing on the card that's a problem is his DR is enemy effect only. So all the crisis stuff that he could be doing, all of the that kind of thing is harmful to him. It's the worst version of this, and it's really bad that it exists.
His attacks are also just bad. Like his repulsor blast is probably his best attack, and it's still worse than 3-Tit Iron Man because 3-Tit Iron Man just shoots 6 dice shots all the time.
Right.
Well, I mean the repulsor is better. It's the fact that he has no way to boost his own damage output. That's the problem, right?
Yes.
Because the attack is objectively better.
Right. Well, yes.
But I know what you're saying, and I agree with you completely.
If he could dump rerolls into his builder, then yes, he would be better.
Yeah, why can Iron Man not boost his own damage? It's ludicrous.
It's really weird.
It's very silly.
Because it's him not being able to push damage means that the right play pattern is for him to just fire repulsor blasts, hope to hit wilds, and build power to give out rerolls. And it's boring. He should be trying to dive in and get $1 billion punches to run away and do things, but because he can't, he has no consistency. He's just rolling 5-die builders. That's
all he's doing. Right. It's very lame, very boring. It's just I feel like I look at his card and it's like I feel like there are things that they know are broken and just like we're scared to put on this character. Like you just said, right? Like his DR only works on enemy effects instead of Bill, where it works on everything. He has 5 dice versus Iron Guy who gets 6, right? He can't reroll his own dice like other characters. It's just I don't know. It's just I love his model, dude. I want to play him. It's just like, damn, dog. Like, nothing. Can he do anything for me? Like, anything relevant?
He's another character like they should have gave him scientific hubris like they did with ASM.
That too. Why doesn't he have that? Like, he's Tony Stark, bro. Like, I don't know.
I realize he has it on $1 Billion Punch, but where is my Iron Man that can like zip around the battlefield?
I'm telling you, dude. All the Iron people are so slow in this game. I don't get it.
It's awful.
They're awful.
I don't get it.
Let my boy like run in and do stuff, and like they sort of are going for that with $1 Billion Punch, but like again, I've got a 4 threat who like can't push damage and can't get there, and if I'm walking in $1 Billion Punching with a 4 threat, it's bad.
Yes,
like it's just not good enough. And so I was very excited for this. I've probably played more of this character than most people in my webs list, and it's just like he just doesn't do it, man.
Yeah, it's bad. All right, we'll move on to Red Skull 3.
Also, next time, baby tier.
Wrong. I love Red Skull 3 so much. That being said, I don't even know if he deserves A tier right now. Like, losing Thanos is a big deal for him.
It is.
I haven't really figured it out after that. Like, he just feels like you're playing just a bunch of guys. I don't know.
I think he's like the best possible version of a B tier model.
Yeah.
You know, there's some of the things we've said about these other leaders, like he's really not played without his leadership.
Right.
What he does is very cool and good, and I like this model a lot, but like the way he impacts like the board.
But yeah, so I could take this. I mean, I played him a bit. I mean, he's got one of the coolest kits in the game. Honestly, I love it. I think it's very fun. But yeah, I think B tier is. I mean, he does a lot of B tier things, like Deaton was saying. When Thanos was around, this dude was like A to S. Like they were doing some crazy things with Thanos, bro, and it was absolutely bonkers. And like, what I like about characters the most, like. At least with him, the decision trees that you can do with him are crazy. Like I was discovering so many nutty things when I was testing him out like a couple of months ago, and I was like, "Yo, wait a minute! I can spend this much power for this character and him, and I can do this. I can like throw the terrain. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, that's dope. Like that's really cool. You know what I mean? That way I can like distribute my power properly and do other things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised no one. I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of shocked that nothing's been figured out yet with just Red Skull without Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be something there, right? Because I think he does a lot of things. He can have a dynamic turn, right? You know what I mean?
I've tried.
I just don't know.
It just doesn't feel like the best thing I could be doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I love playing Red Skull, and I think he's great. But. Cabal as a faction is just very whatever. They have basically a lot of nothing. It's like him, Zemo, and then you have like after that, you have your 2-threat with like Bob or Bullseye, and then after that it's like probably Dracula or Loki, and then basically the rest of the faction is not good.
Good point.
I think Red Skull fits a similar like mindset of like my own of like what I was talking about with Bill earlier, where like this model really relies on the work that others around him are going to do.
Yeah. And
so Thanos going away means like, as cool, he's an S tier fun model, but like his ceiling is, because he's not like hyper overstated or anything like that, like his ceiling is weird in that it's not really dependent on his kit. It's dependent on what are you able to like put around him, which isn't something you normally see in a 4-threat.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I think in the current game, I think I have to put Red Skull in the B tier, even though he could be A. But I have a hard time putting him in A because I never see him splash. So like,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But like when I was playing Thanos Cabal, I felt like he was my best model often. Like you could have Thanos move people next to him so that you could have him move them again on his turn. Yeah. You could like, Thanos just had a ton of power randomly, so you could just pull power off Thanos, no problem. There was just like a lot of crazy synergy there.
I think it's just a downstream effect of how bad like broken Thanos was.
Yeah,
and, like,
probably.
It was the perfect synergy, right? Like I don't think Red Skull, as good as I think he is, like I don't know that he has really. It was about the way that Thanos worked.
Yeah.
So I think
put this guy in.
I think we just answered the question. I think to fix whatever is going on with Red Skull Cabal right now, maybe he just needs a Cabal character that's just a battery. You know what I'm saying? That's just a dude that just gains power. You know.
You just need more models that are good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because Thanos' thing was like he was so good at providing the power and reshaping the world, but he was also always there to like. You couldn't really take away a Thanos activation, right? I mean, but like So the consistency Thanos brought to Red Skull being able to do his thing, both in power generation and just being available. Whereas if you're playing like clown car type stuff, those models just die. You take away whichever one's the most important in that given moment, and it really hurts Red Skull's ability to pull power from places. And then he's just a dude making 5-die builders. So,
yep. All right. That being said, I love Red Skull. All right, Widow 3. I like this character. I don't know if she makes out a C tier though.
She doesn't. As good as as interesting as she is Spider-Woman. She's everything we said about Spider-Woman.
True.
Mm-hmm. And are you really gonna take her over the 2 threat? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so.
And it's like Voodoo is like as popular now as he's been in a very long time, and people aren't reaching for Widow as the answer. And if you can't be the answer in that specific scenario, like you're probably just either the entire community's missing how good you are, or like ultimately you're probably just not that great. So. And I like this model a lot. I've played a lot of her. I think her kind of gimmick is cool, but it ends up not being enough.
Yeah, I mean when she was spoiled, I thought she was terrible. She's definitely better than that. And I liked playing her in timelines. But like when you have access to the entire game in the standard format, I just don't see a reason to bring her. This is like Toad does her job better. She gets wrecked by Voodoo. I don't know. It's probably a Voodoo problem. It's almost certainly a Voodoo problem, but that was last episode. I mean, she does get to put it where she wants when Voodoo possesses her. She has that.
Yeah, I mean, she's an interesting... Because, like, she's the only model she's the only model in the game that can, like, interact with that, right? Outside of, like, maybe a shush or something. So, like, I think she's the best model in the game into Voodoo in that way. But, like, it ends up not being enough. It's because running around holding an extract and scoring doesn't work if you're above 2 threat, or like when it doesn't work, you can transfer into something. So Bill does the same thing, right? Bill like just sits there, survives, holds his extract, never gives the extract to the other team. But then like Bill will also run around and throw people at some point. This model doesn't have that other thing that lets her also be actively good. If
Bill scores like double the VPs she does in theory.
Exactly. Yep. So I do think like this, if like with Kingpin's resurgence, this is like an interesting model, right? Because she just like protects your VPs a little better. Interesting thoughts aren't what get you out of C tier, right? Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Bucky 2. I think Bucky 2 is horrible.
Basura.
I don't see how he's better than Iron Man 2.
Nope.
His sculpt is so freaking good, though, man.
Yeah, it's a great sculpt.
I love his sculpt so much. But yeah, dude, I just think he's terrible. He doesn't do anything.
Nope. Doesn't affect the game in any way. Shoots a gun. Okay. And then I'll ask myself why. I could just play 3 threat Bucky if I'm going to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not very happy with the design with Bucky this time around. It sucks.
Yeah, like his spender is very whatever. His grenade like requires damage and a wild to like get the things.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's weird because like Agent Venom like incinerates always with his grenade, and like it's range 3 5 dice 1 power on both of them.
Right.
I just don't know why it needs damage or like wilds or anything like that. And then like he has hit and run and trick or treat. Cool. He's like a worse goblin.
Yeah. And does he ever have power to do any of those things? No. Like that's the other thing. He never has it, so it never becomes relevant. And the other thing is too, man. Can we get rid of suppressive, please, or concussive, or whatever the hell they want to call it?
No. So his is actually slightly better. His is
it?
Yeah, his is before damage for each wild they lose power. That's actually not troll. Concussive is like after the attack is resolved, lose 1 power. Doesn't matter how many wilds you roll. So this thing can like blank out like fallback or recal or things like that, which can be good.
Cool.
And Psylocke does the same thing. It's just not named suppressive. It's just named something else, but it's the same rule.
That's where I keep getting confused. Okay, my bad. Sorry, I'm not gonna rant about that. My bad. I was like, I thought it was the same nonsense because I'm so tired of concussive. I hope they never print that ever again.
I think concussive is basically gone now, except for Cyclops' suspender, because Colossus doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Thank God.
I don't know.
Well, not thank God for Cyclops, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's very fitting that Cyclops is the last remaining concussive character.
I will rant about this stupid character a little bit because he does not make sense within his own set of rules. This is a model with a range 5 gun and stealth. And you say, okay, you just counter-proved your point because that's awesome. But then his other attacks are range 3. He has stealth 3. So, like, he's supposed to sit in range. Has hit and run. So, like, he's supposed to be able to play with his bands. And then he has Spetsnaz training, which gives him a reroll within 1. What does an activation that look like where Bucky gets to use hit and run and Spetsnaz training in the same thing, where like it's a good thing to do? Is he hit and running into range 1 of a model and then like walking back out of stealth? So your 4th threat gets to like, oh wait, not make an attack within range 1, or he gets to stand next to everyone and not take advantage of stealth? Like, why does this model not have like a knife stab? Like where's Bucky's like, if you're gonna put Spetsnaz on the box or on the card, like why does he not have an attack that actually, or things that make you want to like take advantage of it? Like,
I agree. I'm gonna actually interrupt you slightly. I know why. Do you know? I'll tell you why he has Spetsnaz on his card. It's because they needed something to tie Soldat to. You'll notice if you read Soldat, you need a Bucky that has Spetsnaz to play the card. So what that does is it future proofs if they make a 3rd Bucky and they don't want that character to be able to use Soldat.
So that when Bucky Captain America comes out or something, they're like,
right, exactly.
Yeah, well, that's really stupid. And like, stupid.
Yeah, I feel like just make Soldat say it can only be used with Bucky 1 and 2. You know, put the names there.
Exactly.
I think it just it annoys me because like he's got all this text, and like ultimately all of it leads to I'm gonna shoot my gun twice, and I'll probably run to stand next to my leader.
Yes.
Like this idea of the Winter Soldier to me going out on missions and like, oh, I'm gonna go fight Captain America toe to toe is awesome, and it's not what this card makes me like do. It's like this guy, you play Soldat, and he just like stands next to whatever leader like a puppy, and it's terrible. It's just not fun. I hate this guy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this character. Sculpt rules though.
So does his card.
Oh yeah.
Also
card art's really good too. Yeah.
Like, this
they hit in the other areas, bro, but like when you want to play him, he's just poopy. It kind of sucks.
And it's like the stuff is good. Like looking at the individual pieces, they're fine. It's just it doesn't flow together. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to Killmonger Usurper. I've actually been entertaining the idea of playing this character when I don't want to play M'Baku. I just haven't gotten around to it. Previously, I probably would put him in the bottom, but I think my gut tells me he belongs in C tier. But I don't know. I could be convinced otherwise.
What's the we'll never know because you're in a rivals panel for $100 tier?
Yeah, it doesn't feel good when you pay $100 for this guy.
I think this is the worst version of like the model redos, and we've seen this a lot throughout this specific tier list because of the time frame we're at, where it's like all of these models are like very, very similar to their first incarnations, and it's like they're just not differentiated enough, and they just feel like worse versions of similar things. Steve is sort of like that. Iron Man, but Zemo, Winter Soldier, like, and Killmonger is the same way. If he had a leadership, no one would ever look at it. If he didn't have a leadership, no one would ever look at this character.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like that's frustrating because this is one of the coolest sculpts in the game.
Yep.
From like he's got a badass pose. Like he should be really cool. And it's like, yeah, I'm making up reasons to play this guy.
Exactly. He's got the Vegeta armor on, bro. He's got the Vegeta armor on, and he sucks. Come on, AMG, do better. I'm sorry. Look, he's just, yeah, dude. I'm actually extra angry that I paid. I'm not angry. I'm sorry. I paid $100. It's actually a really nice purchase. Actually, no. Hold on. $70. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I did enjoy the purchase. It's just like him. Like they didn't do him well at all, and I don't know why they just didn't give him a charge and just, do the good things that the old Killmonger did and just like maybe just add more to it. I don't know why they didn't just do that and then just give him a leadership. But whatever. Like it's just, man, I'm gonna say Basuda, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna be the outlier here. I know you want to put him in C tier. I haven't played him. I've never seen this character played. I've never seen him painted. Okay, I've not seen him painted one time in one person's collection or anything like that at all. Maybe because he's too expensive. Oh, say it again. I'm sorry.
I'll send you a picture here in a few minutes. I've got it made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just I don't know, bro. Like I'm just very disappointed, bro, because like he's got that Vegeta armor, bro, and he does not embody the Vegeta that I love. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about this dude. I'm sorry, bro. It's just.
Yeah. All right, we can put him in the bottom until proven otherwise.
There you go.
All right. One quick note about this character. His leadership is actually very frustrating in the fact that, isn't it like if you daze with an herb token, like you undaze and then the herb token burns you? The timing on this thing.
Oh yeah, yes, it is weird like that. Yeah.
God, it's so dumb, dude. Learn how to write rules.
You're right about that, or at least remember the things in your game that do things.
Yeah, it's because at the end of the round, when removing activated tokens from characters.
Yeah, why did they put it at that step? Why not just put it just say in the cleanup phase do this, which automatically puts it in the player effects part of the cleanup phase.
Right.
Right.
Oh God, that's
no, you're right. No, you're right.
Oh yeah, another reason why this is stupid. If like you for some reason don't get to use here's a scenario. You put an herb token on something, Iron Fist or Strange activate you, and leave you on 1. Yeah, now your model dazes after it would undaze in the cleanup phase, so you just like lose them the next activation. What are we doing?
It's like Bishop's Overload, the affiliation.
Oh
yes.
Oh, I don't need.
Or like something weird where like the character has an herb token, is on 1, and like has to double move for some reason. And like can't make the attack to get rid of the herb token, and then you just die from it and lose your next round. God, it's just so sloppy, bro.
It is.
All right.
It's definitely one of their like. We wrote this with an assumed timing in mind, but the wording means it's an actual different timing.
Yeah.
It's like very clearly like a cleanup phase type thing, and it's like, oh, at the end of the round, they were just like writing, like you say, sloppily. Yeah,
it's just sloppy. It's like pawns having end phase. Like end phase is not even a thing in this game.
Right, so, like... I remember that. Yeah, that's funny.
Anyways,
yeah.
Bishop. I hate playing Bishop, but I can't put him in the bottom tier.
He's not a bottom tier model.
He's not a bottom tier model. He's a C tier model who should be a B tier model, and he's held back by overload, and no one will ever convince me that it's not because of overload.
It's not.
No, there's other things.
That's just part of it.
That's part of it. There's other things, but it's over. God, dude, I just don't understand why this character has overload, and I understand the whole he builds up energy and he could damage himself. Listen, brother, I know Bishop. I've watched this character for a long time. He does not hurt himself when he absorbs energy. He releases it and puts it on other people. That's what he does. His attacks get stronger and he unleashes it. That's it. He does not hurt himself. I wish they would just remove it and just change it to something else. I don't know what you would change it to, But they took a step further. Okay, they took a step further, and they said, okay, now it happens during what? The cleanup phase? Cool. Awesome. He doesn't die during power phase anymore. Congratulations. You did a wonderful job. You fixed it. It still sucks. Okay, it still sucks. Okay, I don't like it. Please get just off this character or figure out another way for him to be Bishop, please. Energy absorption, I mean, it's cool, it's great. You need a while to get it. It works on all the attacks. It's actually a good thing. But then I get frustrated because then I see a post about, oh, well, if he always gets the wild and blah, blah. And I'm just summarizing. But, he's going to be really strong. But I'm like, I understand if Bishop needed the drawback, if, like, more results contributed to mutant absorption. Like, let's give an example. If it was wild block, right, I would understand that point. But it's only wild, and it rarely comes up. Okay, when it comes up, he feels very strong. Okay, that means it doesn't happen often. Okay, then I would understand overload, but whatever. Bright side, now that I've yelled and said all this nonsense, bright side is he has a range 4 throw. His range 3 gun is pretty cool. I hate that he has 5 health.
No.
Oh,
he has
I'm sorry.
His gun is range 4, but incinerates at range.
I'm sorry, incinerates on range. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My bad on that one. I apologize.
Throw is medium range. It's like the same throw as Bill.
Yeah, same throw as Bill. Sorry about that. Size 4. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I get lost in the sauce a bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that. I do. It happens. It happens. He does have bright sides. Again, why does he have 5 health on his injured side when he takes the damage from overload? Bothers me. And things like that. I just love this character. I just want him to feel like Bishop, please. Like, overload just kills it for me. I cringe that it's on his card. I just cringe that it does this. But either way, I'm good. My rant is over. Feel free.
Dean, do you have anything to say? I have a small rant about Bishop also.
I would just say counterpoint to the whole energy absorption thing is that in Days of Future Past, he literally dies because he explodes because the Sentinels with energy.
Yeah, but hold on, man. But that was in a movie, dude. Wasn't it?
Listen. I'm just here to tell you, I've seen it.
So it has to be. So let's put it like this: it has to be an exuberant amount of energy that a giant robot made from Mystique's cells in the future had to pump him with a bunch of energy to turn him into a nuke. Nobody does that in MCP right now. Anyway, but yeah, no, go ahead.
All right, here's my Bishop rant. It's actually spawned in our Discord this week. Sweepy posted a screenshot of a post from Will Schick on the fan server, I assume, where it says, I'm just going to read it. This is what Schick said. Thematic drawbacks like overload are typically accounted for, either through the character having very powerful abilities or in their threat cost. In Bishop's case, his absorption ability being able to turn all attack types to blank, unlike many others of that type that only do 1 or 2, is balanced against the fact that having too much power damages him. Okay, so I can agree with that. Until you do the math on this. Mm-hmm. When you do the math on Bishop's reverse pierce, it's like basically a defense reroll in terms of like damage mitigated. So then the next logical question is, well, but reverse pierce stops triggers. Okay, you're right, it does. I wouldn't argue that justifies having overload or having 5 health. And that being said, now here's the thing. I do think it is very tilting getting reverse pierced. When you attack Bishop and everything gets blocked away, it can be frustrating. I get it. But like the math says it isn't actually that bad or common. And I think it's just balanced around emotional problems. That's my Bishop rant.
No, I agree, and that what you just read was what I was talking about. It is what it is. He's here, and I just honestly hope I just want Overload gone or something.
No, I will say maybe I use Taco Truck guys ghost tier. I use their dice calculator to do this math, but because I was curious, I was playing a bunch of Bishop recently, and I was like, why is it that Bishop always freaking dies? I was like, I try to play him like Bill. I'm like, the world tells me he's tanky, like he should be able to survive, and that was just never what happened in practice. He always just freaking died. I didn't roll a wild, I'm dead. That was literally what happened. So I was like, what is the actual math on this? And that was my conclusion.
Right. I mean, and people have to remember wilds are 1 out of 8. So your odds of hitting a wild on a die roll is lower. So that answers the question right there. It's not good. It's not what people think it is, right? It's very, very. I mean, it's close to as a slot machine as I can get to. Like, yeah, if you have a good day and roll wilds, bro, you're having a great day. Bishop's gonna be a S tier model. If you don't, he's gonna be Basura in a D tier model, and you're never gonna activate him because he's gonna blow himself up and be a joke in the game or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's really just like reverse Pierce is just not good enough for the negative effects they gave him in terms of overload and his health pool.
Right.
That's really just where I'm at with him. But I don't think he's in the bottom tier because his throw is quite good.
Oh no, correct. Yeah.
His attacks are also solid.
Yes, absolutely. His spender is actually not bad. I mean, I've done it a few times.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's actually a really nice.
Yeah,
spender. You have to do the
his
range
spender,
too.
His spender can be good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just that thing. It's just ugh. Anyway.
All right, we'll move on from Bishop. Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler got slightly nerfed. I think he just sits in the mid tier now. Like, he's just a very good role player with X-Men. We were talking about Logan earlier, and I think kind of talked about Nightcrawler too. I don't have much else to say about him. I think he's just a solid character.
Nope, I agree. I think the nerfs were justified in good from a simplicity standpoint. So I think it's throw him in B tier.
Yeah. There's one thing I do want to give AMG. I give AMG a lot of shit about X-Men. Nightcrawler is not deserving of that. Nightcrawler, I think AMG nailed him.
He's awesome.
He's actually perfect.
He's so fun to play, bro. He's so cool. All over the board. They embodied the character and they made him good. Like, that's what I want all these characters to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Just like Nightcrawler.
Well, yeah, it feels like they were really generous about how much he can teleport. Like, I feel like if they gave him the X-Men tax, they could have made like Puff of Smoke cost 1, and then he just like randomly couldn't teleport. You know? Yeah. But they didn't do that, and I'm happy they didn't. I also love his Invisible and Shadow. I think it's very thematic and cool. I really like how that turned out. So, I'm a big fan of Nightcrawler. I think AMG nailed him.
Yep, dig it.
Same here.
All right, we'll move on to Xavier. Not a fan of it, Xavier.
Next time, baby.
Conversely. Oh man, Sooner's gonna listen to this and troll the shit out of us if we do that.
Yeah. I actually want Sooner to troll us. Actually, man, we should.
I think Deaton is right though, dude. Charles's kit is terrible.
It's very bad.
If he wasn't a leader, you'd never see him.
His leadership is good. His leadership is pretty good.
He is like pre-buff Steve 1.
His kit is so bad.
He's like
it's really bad.
It's completely over nerfed from like the versions of the models that you see them pulling stuff from, like Nova and things like that. The rerolls are. He doesn't even synergize with his own leadership. He can't proc his own leadership on his turn. Like, why?
That's a good point. Oh my god.
I mean, I think there's a ton of issues with the way Chuck exists. It's a real testament to his leadership that he's a playable. It's a good, like, I think you can play that leadership and be fine, but it is in spite of this model and not because of it.
I have some complaints about Charles on a theme level. One, why is this character a medium move? I understand that he's still terrible with the medium move, but like they should compensate his attacks or something to make them better. And honestly, Charles seems like Charles is a candidate. In my opinion, Charles is a candidate that should have a range 5 builder.
Yeah.
But when you say something like that, then you have to ask yourself, well, what's the point of having Cerebro? And if that's the reason why they gave him a range 4 builder, I'm mad.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
I mean, I heard they put nitrous on his motorbike here, on his wheelchair, and that's why he can move medium. So he hits the NOS button and just moves fast. Yeah, I don't understand why he moves medium either. His astral duel is so frustrating. Like,
It's why is it bad against people who have horrible mystic defense? Like it should absolutely disintegrate them, right?
Yes.
Like how is it better against Doctor Strange, but it's worse against like Wolverine?
Right.
Like what does that even mean? Like this should be like what I said with Squirrel Girl with Tippy, where it's like it doesn't work against what it should work, and it should probably have like 10 dice, and then you subtract their mystic defense from it. You know?
Yeah. Honestly, I think you know what I would do with the spender, bro. I would actually make it mental dom, bro. Like 100%. Like it should be something like he controls the character, and they're doing an attack. That's what it should be.
Whatever. I actually like Astral Duel in theory. They just like implemented it backwards.
Yeah, it's not good. Wolverine gets 2 extra dice. That's funny, bro.
Yeah, like this attack is literally better against Doctor Strange than against Wolverine because you can't mod on it. I if I remember correctly. So Strange like can't Agamotto or anything on it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an actually good attack against Strange, but it's all horrible against Magneto. Or sorry, Wolverine.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it should just disintegrate Wolverine.
I have a real problem that mental suggestion requires damage. Like one of the strongest telepaths in Marvel is like.
Yeah, dude.
He has the worst version of this attack that we've seen.
It's like just make it automatic, and if their speed is too far, make it move short. Like just enough with the memes.
Right. Yeah, it's too memey for me. Yeah, he doesn't have a bow either. Jesus, like I don't know.
Yeah, this is big ol' whiffaroo.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
it's all right. When we get to standing up, Chuck, he'll be great.
True.
Because then we can all say that AMG is ableist. It'll be really funny.
Yeah.
God, I hope he's Krakoa, Chuck.
Dude. Well, he'd have to be, right? But like,
right.
Yeah, if AMG ever makes Krakoa and X-Men, they'll have rebirth from their husks. Hopefully, they'll be good. All right, we'll do Electro. We ranked Electro way too high last year. That was a huge mistake. We put him in A tier, which is way too high.
He was really good with Steve, right?
I think, yeah, that just never really panned out. I think Electro's C tier. He feels a lot like Spider-Woman, or sorry, Gwenpool, where like he makes 2 attacks, can't teleport while holding things, and like his only other value is Livewire, which is good, but if he can't make power, who cares?
Yeah,
I think he's C tier.
Yeah,
I think it's a C tier model as well. It's hard to bring him into now with foes with again like Carnage, right? He's in the mix now. So it's getting harder and harder and harder to put him in an affiliation right now. I mean, in affiliation with foes. So, I mean, his whole, I love his kit. I think it's fun. It's just
his kit is cool. It feels like it's missing something from like a play perspective, but it doesn't from a theme perspective. And also, I think his short move is very unjustified. I think he should easily be a medium walk character.
Yeah, if you can't teleport while holding things, which is like the main way to play the game, then he should be able to move a little faster. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
That being said, Electro's fun. Like I like killing people with Livewire. It's just like his turns are very boring, and it's frustrating that he can't hold stuff, which is a common gripe amongst these kinds of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else about him?
I don't got nothing, man. Honestly, it's just
all right. I've played a lot of Electro. All right, Gwenum. I was so hyped for Gwenum when she came out. I'll let Dean start with her.
I don't think you want to do that. I've got very
Oh no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Unleash.
This model is fighting to get put in C tier. She's bad. She's actively a bad model.
Yeah.
Her problem is, one, the alias overlap with original Gwen means she's fighting for board time. That said, even if you took that away, like, this is a model whose 2 like patterns of activations are either to roll 2 5-die attacks into a model. The second one is uh, reroll any, but it's still 2/5 die attacks into a model as a 4th threat. Or to walk, roll a 5 die attack, and then walk again. It's a really cool thing to do on a 3 threat who has gainers and is ultimately just going to web line everything off anyway. It's not a cool thing to do as a 4 threat who needs 3 power to impact the board. This is a model whose play pattern does not work the way that it should. And she is probably, outside of Daredevil, the worst 4th threat. She's worse than Core Threat Parker to me. I would play him over her.
Wow.
Yeah, he at least has webline, which is quite good.
He's got webline.
Very true.
And impact webbings. And he's got defensive tech. She has her weird heal thing, but like again.
No, she has spider sense.
No, she has spider sense.
Oh, she does. Yeah, she does. I forgot. All right, so I'll take that one back. That said, everything else is like her pick on someone your own size is like useless text. I don't know the last time I used it. And yeah, I think the idea of moving while attacking is very cool, but like her builder needed something to make it more consistent when she's doing that version of it, because like just like double walking does not translate to, even double long moving doesn't translate to points if you have no power, and she needs power, otherwise she doesn't affect the board.
Even playing her with Blade, which makes her so she can do 4 things like double walk, double attack, which is cool and fun. But she still just like doesn't get work done randomly because her builder is just very whatever.
Yeah, you like
5 dice
punch.
5 dice physical is like whatever.
You like even with that, you want to stay next to the target, right?
Yeah, because you get second one, you have to hit the same guy for the rerolls, right?
Right. So you want to be double tapping things. But you also want to not be double tapping things. And so like there's finesse in figuring out what's the right thing here. But like I don't know, man. This model's just not good.
Yeah, I don't see her much at all. I was really high on her when she got really spoiled. But yeah, she hasn't panned out.
Yeah, she hasn't worked out really well. Also, she doesn't have the whole symbiotic thing with the you can't mod your dice, right? I don't think she does.
Yeah, she doesn't have that.
That's really weird.
Yeah, all the symbiotes have like different things that make their attacks good, but like she's Venom, so she should probably have the Venom version of it.
Right, she probably should, and she just doesn't.
If she had that, she would immediately be better because her attacks would be more consistent. Like,
yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mostly agree. All right, move on to Sandman. All right, Sandman, I don't think he goes in the bottom tier. Sandman is like, he can easily just get completely whomped where he just does nothing. But I've actually gotten kind of owned by him a couple times.
Same.
It's happened to me too.
Like all it takes is like his grunts to be alive. He activates, like his grunt walks and hits you, and like they just all keep doing damage, so you just get pulled into death zone. You just take like 8 attacks. Like it can be really bad for you. 6 attacks. Math. Yeah, but like I had a game at Squad Goals where he walked up like an inch too far. Jane walked and punched him and one-tapped him on round 1.
Oh my god.
So he's dazed, and both of his grunts died immediately. So like that can happen. Or he can have games where like he can randomly chase people down more than you think he can, because like he could reabsorb to the grunt and like sand beam them. So like he's very weird. But yeah, I probably have to put him. I probably rank him in the C tier, honestly. But he is hard to play, and he can just no matter how well you play him, he can just be useless.
He can be. Yeah, I feel the same way about him. But go ahead, Dean.
I think the biggest crime with Sandman is that like it's optimally playing Sandman means you don't actually have your like double sand grunts out all the time, and like it's hard to like bring them in and feel like he's creating sand constructs really fast.
Yeah.
They just sort of automatically pop out at the start of your turn, and then you absorb them. And it's like those things are cool, but like he's just a little too stilted in the way he expresses his like sand stuff popping up. Because like you want, in order to maximize him, you probably want to have them all out, so you can just like punch things 6 times. And it's like, but is the rest of his kit then suffers? So I don't know.
Yeah, he's just like a character they went really conservative on, which I guess is fine, but they don't do that for other characters, so I don't really understand like why some that like I don't understand the lack of consistency. But I bitched about this box when we did Shocker and Vulture last on the 3 threats, and it's like I think this box was a kind of a huge miss. I think the cards were great, attacks cards, but the characters were a huge miss in like filling out foes. Like this character should have been a 5 threat, and then you let his grunts be cool and stuff like that.
Agreed.
And then you make Shocker the 2 threat, Vulture the long mover, etc., etc. But they just like didn't do any of that.
Yep.
Yeah, that being said, like Sandman has messed me up before, but most of the time he doesn't.
Yeah, I trolled him a blob at a second one. It was pretty funny. But
all right, keep going. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. I think Ben's good. I like Ben.
I think Ben is. I think he's the best of the C threat or C tier force.
Oh, you're gonna put him in the C tier?
Yeah, I think that a lot of the same issues that we have with Spider Woman apply to Ben. I think he's better than she is. I think that like webs don't play him because of their 3 threat glut, and his best home, which was like researcher, where he could go and do web whips and stuff, is gone. And I haven't seen where now he's viable again to play. I like Ben a lot. I think what he does is really cool. Web whip is one of my favorite things, and I can't wait till Miguel comes out with it.
Oh boy.
But I do think I think he's much closer to Spider Woman than he is to Agent Venom, because his effects are replicable. Like his throw, you can just bring spectacular. Agent Venom's difference is that his effects aren't replicable by any of the 3 threats. So
yeah, that's fair. I did play some Scarlet Spider recently, and I think it's very unfair that his builder is range 2.
I agree with that completely. 3. It should be range 3. There's just no
range 3. Because then his turns now are like walk web whip or something, and like it just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I think the character his builder should definitely be range 3, especially since Spectacular has a range 3 attack.
Right, Spectacular. I mean, most of the web warriors have like a range 3 to 4 attack. So why isn't he? Like they should have kept that thematic that way. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they just wanted him to be different than the other web guys. It's like no, that's not that's not how you do it, right? But
the logic is that like web whip puts him next to the guy, so it's range 2.
Yeah,
but like I don't know, dude. It just doesn't really work out that way. It just feels like a hindrance.
Yeah, I think if he could, because he wants power, he wants lots and lots of power. So I think if he, like for that reason, I wouldn't give him a gainer, for example, right? Because then he's literally just more durable spectacular. But like on that attack, but like letting him gamble for those at range 3 for the elusives and things like that, it would be good for him. But
I agree.
Also,
it's like people. Oh yeah, Ben Reilly's dope. But yeah, people would just be like, yeah, I have an action where I can see what I get on my first range 3 builder. Maybe I hit the elusive. Right. Or if I don't, I can play accordingly, and then I got it, cool. I now get to walk and I can web whip you and I can do cool things.
Right.
Instead, I'm just gonna walk twice a web whip because that's consistent.
I will say I wish Ben Reilly was a Midnight Sun, and it's unforgivable that he's not.
True.
He would be so cool in that affiliation with like Bump and Siege.
Let's Siege.
To let him do more stuff.
That's a good point.
he's on Marvel's Midnight Suns page as a member. So like, guys, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Jane's not an Avenger, so
Jane's not an Avenger. Immortal
Rogue's
Hulk
not
is...
an A-Force.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to Shang. Shang's just broken. Just doesn't make this character makes no sense on his numbers. He's everywhere. I feel like I play against him every freaking game.
So do I. 3-inch punch exists.
Yeah.
At 3 it's 3 inches. It's not 1-inch punch, so it's a lie already. It's already lying to us, so that's great. I always got to ask questions about my opponent if they're doing things properly or if the characters just because I feel like everything he's doing is just broken, all of it. You know what I'm saying? And then like he weirdly survives everything. You know, like I'll never get over doing a 12 dice spender in him. He just lived through APOC spender. I was like, oh, cool, great, that's fantastic. All right. His I think you mentioned this a lot, Mike. I mean, the builder being 6 dice is crazy talk. He's always getting the stagger. I feel like almost every not every attack, but the majority of his attacks, I feel like he gets it all the time. He's just good, man. He's so well made. And then he goes from 5 to 6. He starts at 5, goes to 6. It's like, okay,
so his injured side is definitely worse because flow like water is really stupid. And flow like water goes away on the injured side.
Oh, it does. Okay,
so getting rid of flow like water helps a lot in dealing with him. But like, why does this character have a 6 dice attack? Like, why?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
It makes no sense. Like because he could flip to Mystic, he always is hitting on like some shitty defense on your opponent. But he also just has more dice on top of it, and then he also staggers you. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, he just does it.
A lot of times it's like, oh, I killed you. Oh, I got the stagger. Oh, but you're dead anyway, so whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I have a different gripe with Shang. I like that he changes stuff from front to back, but Dragon chases its tail and Wild Goose leaves the flock. First of all, the names are mismatched for the effects.
Actually true.
Like, Wild Goose leaves the flock by getting thrown the fuck out. The dragon chases its tail because he walks in places. Like, way more, whatever. Different gripe. But why the fuck they felt the need to change the way you measure the range for these two things astounds me. On the front side, on Dragon chases its tail, you measure after the attack is resolved within 2. For Wild Goose, it's on the targeting step within 2. And then you do the stuff after. The amount of times I've gotten confused by this in a game, like, is ludicrous. And then for someone as plugged in and plays as many games as I do, like, do not do that. I hate that they did that. The things are way too similar, way too close for that nuanced of an issue for 99% of people. Despise that change. I'm done.
I'll be honest, I very much understand Shang's thing on his healthy side where he throws you if you miss. I always have to ask my opponent or read my own card what the injured side does.
Yeah.
Where he walks you somewhere or something. Yeah, I forget. I always have to read it.
I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, let me see this again. And I'm like, oh, okay, got it. Sure, okay.
But also, Wild Goose leaves a flock is insane. Like, that effect is like nuts. Hey, if I attack you within 2, like, I'm just gonna move you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no damage caveat. Now it's 3 power, so whatever. But still.
Yeah, I just like this is another example of why I just don't know why AMG went so hard in the paint for this character and not for like Wolverine or Venom.
Yeah. Good point.
Like, why?
They're way more popular than this guy, and I mean, granted, Shang-Chi. I mean, he has, he's got his following and all that stuff, and the movie was. Cool.
Shang is cool. I like Shang, but like, why is he just like? And I'm not just saying that because he's in the S tier. I'm saying it because like this character has a 6 dice builder as a 4 threat, like, and
Wolverine doesn't.
Like, who's the other 6 dice builder 4 threats? Gamora,
Gamora.
Like,
Black Dwarf.
Dwarf, sure, yeah. There's like a handful, maybe.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
Or
I mean,
Frankenstein,
yeah.
right? So like why? I don't get it. The fact that he can punch Mystic is already like if it's 5 dice, Mystic or physical, that's already an insanely good builder.
It
I
is.
think the fact that it's 6 dice with a shield, like it like negates the fact that one of his triggers is on a shield, right? Because oftentimes you can just roll 4 hits and on 6 dice and then still get your trigger, like double hit, crit, wild, shield, blank. Like, oh, okay, 4 hits and a stagger. What are we doing here?
Everything.
And top off the timing problems, Chi Mastery's fucked too.
Oh, true. Oh God, yeah. Go rant, King.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
Why are we putting cards in with 2 different timing steps that aren't clear? It's during modify dice, and Shang can either modify it when he is so when he's attacking, he plays a stupid card, and if he modifies his own dice, it happens in an earlier step of the modify dice step. If he modifies his opponents, it's later. It's like the same card. This like you're processing it like either of the halves, but it's like in 2 different steps, and it's very different, and it's very important on when you actually process these things. It's just like it's needlessly complicated.
Yeah, so let's give an example. Let's give an example for listeners on why this is stupid. So let's say I'm Shang-Chi and I'm attacking Miles Morales. Or Miles is a bad example. Let's say I'm attacking ASM, and I punch him with magic. Let's say I roll enough hits to kill him before any rerolls. So I'm like, I don't have to play Chi Mastery, right? So I guess what I'm saying is I roll enough hits to kill him, but he has rerolls coming. So any other card in this game, I could be like, I'm going to play Chi Mastery, make 2 successes so that no matter what you reroll into, I kill you anyway, right?
Yep.
That's what everything else in this game does. Chi Mastery, you don't have to do that. You could just be like, you're dead, and then you let him reroll his defense. If he connects on defenses, you can blank the defenses on his step, or like the step afterwards. So like you just hold the card if he whiffs, which is just even dumber, right?
Yep. And like the fact that you have information, like you have all of the information you need to make this choice perfectly every time, right? Like, oh, I'm punching you and I whiffed. I've got two hits, but I see that you whiffed 2 Zemo and you rolled 3 skulls or whatever it is. Okay, I'm just gonna buy 2 more. You're dead. Like, it is too much information for the amount of what the card does. And like modifying 2 dice at the end of the day isn't all that crazy, but it's the fact of like you get to know and you get to play it perfectly every single time you play the card.
Yep.
Unless you like completely screw up and like play it into recal or something when you have 4 skulls. But I don't know who would ever do something like that.
No, you just make their defense skulls before recal happens.
Oh no,
right.
It was me.
Exactly. Yeah, you do something like that. So that's the interaction with recal, right? You can play the card. Okay, I made your results fail results. Now
your recal doesn't like your recal
is not as efficient. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, insane.
Yeah, I think it's like it goes back to power level is one thing, and complication is another thing, and Shang is just very high in both. And it's very frustrating that he's very high in both, because like the game just warps around this one dude in the matches he's in, and it's like it's fine if there's a very strong model. Shang being strong the way he is strong is what irks me. I don't care if he's the best model in the game. The specifics of him being the best model in the game are like
very
really we're gonna stop and we're gonna spend a bunch of time reading cards and figure out timing steps. Like, come on, stop it.
Right.
Yep. All right, we'll move on. Let's move on to Sable.
Next time, baby.
Yeah, I don't know where
she's
Sable
not
goes.
good.
I guess we can put her in the bottom.
Yeah,
I mean she's
the bottom.
She has cool rules. I have a couple gripes with her.
Yeah.
I think Sniper Nest is a cool ability that it doesn't play out in practice. It should be more flexible. And then secondly, I hate that she is able to buy dice for herself. I think that's just like a theme miss. I don't think it's particularly good, but it just is like stupid that she can do it.
Right.
But other than just her not working out on the table, I don't really have much else to say about her.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've played a fair amount of her since she's a web warrior. But I think that I really appreciate what they tried to do with this model. Is that she's very unique. She's very different.
She has cool rules.
Very cool rules, yeah.
Being a 4-threat who is 1 injured health tankier than Gwen is a bad place to be. When your defensive tech, because your defensive tech is like might as well not exist, right?
Yeah.
Like it's 2 extra dice that your opponent can just play around pretty easily. So yeah, I mean, she does some cool stuff. She enables some weird jank. Like you can play her and Wong together, and like her, Wong, Venom, and then some web warriors. Like you just move your Venom up the table with. It's really fun and cool. But like she's just not good. So she needs some changes to help her stay alive because the offense is too high for a model like this.
She's just a character that should have been a 3-threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
That's
reaches
just
a
what it
3-threat
is.
to me. Yep.
You just lower her stat line and make her a 3-threat. I think she's perfectly fair. All right. Sif. I think Sif's a bit just a B tier. I think she's good. I think I probably would have rated her higher when she came up, but time has shown I think she's perfectly fine.
Yep. I'm good with Sif
same.
and B.
I've even played her with Red Skull where you get unlocked skulls, and she's fine. Like she's still good. You really notice Zemo having the long move over her, and I think that it just tells you how dumb Zemo is. It's because of the long move.
She's a really good web warrior.
Yeah, yeah, I like
cool.
Sif. I think she's good.
She's very cool there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, she's not much to say about her. We'll move on to Sunspot. I've never played this character. Dean, you've played Sunspot, right?
Played a lot of Sunspot.
All right.
Really? Have you? Really?
Yeah. I've probably got 25 games of Sunspot. Yeah.
Man, that must have been torture. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sunspot is a next time baby tier model.
Yeah.
And he is because his stats just don't make sense. He's 3 physical health with a range 2 attack. He's a 3 physical health 4-threat with a range.
Wait, 3 physical defense.
Or for 3
physical defense. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Health, and he has a range 2 attack.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got some problems here. So he has this weird charge thing that's not really a charge, because he advances his speed, not makes a move action. So like it's a little different. It ends up not mattering because he gets flight and stuff. But like so he can be pretty mobile. But like his whole thing is I'm gonna build tokens while I run around the board. And then I'm going to use those tokens to like light people on fire and punch things and move faster. That's all cool. He has 3 physical fucking defense and a range 2 punch. What are we doing here? This model is unplayably bad. Like I don't understand sometimes when you look at these models and you're like, a stiff breeze would blow this fucking dude over, and we're gonna release him. Like his output is not high enough so he can use those tokens to make his attacks bigger, right? So for every token he can add dice, which is cool, really really great. But like he dies. He just doesn't ever survive. You just don't get to do anything. There's no way to protect this guy. He runs around, and then when he dies, to top it all off, he can like explode and do like 1 damage to people around him.
Yeah, I think doesn't the tokens just increase the range, right? They don't even increase the damage.
Increase the damage.
It
Right.
just does one damage.
It's 1 damage to characters with an X, where you have to spend your fucking tokens or your output to get a bigger range.
Yeah.
Like, what are we? Come on, guys. Now, I think that like this is another one of those characters that it very much feels to me like there's probably um some tweaking that was done to him. Like the flare token idea just doesn't feel like it feels like it could have gotten out of hand easily. But let me like let me where's the Mr. Sinister? Let me spend him for DR. Like where's this guy's defensive tech? And if he's not supposed to have defensive tech, then he needs to be a whole heck of a lot either more mobile, because he's not super mobile. Like he has a charge, but it's like he doesn't have additional mobility anywhere.
Right.
Or he needs to be a lot more durable.
Yeah, and the range 2 attack is like
the range 2 attack's a joke. It's like, just silly.
And he's got good stuff. He's got a size up to 3 character and terrain throw at range fucking 2. Guys, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Is Sunspot a character that actually throws things?
I don't think so, dude. Not that I recall.
Like Themo, I don't ever see him like lift shit up and throw it, let alone people. Like he whenever I see him, he always looks like Human Torch, where he's like flying around and just burning people.
Like, I think he needs to be this like super fast run around type thing, like that shoots fireballs.
Yeah.
And like he can run in and punch things at like big punches, like the way he does. But like I can't throw a fucking fireball with Sunspot.
No,
his
can't.
model is him lighting the ground on fire from above it. I can't do that from range 2. The fire trail on the fucking model might be longer than range 2.
Dude, oh, okay, so I actually tested that when I got the model. I like got my range 2 out and I measured it. I thought the same thing as you. I was like, I bet you his fire sculpt is bigger than range 2. It's not, but
no.
The fact that I even had that idea, and Deaton apparently had it as well, just tells you how annoying it is.
It's ridiculous. Like at this point, like one of his powers is like solar absorption. Like give me overload just to like show me you're paying attention. I don't even care.
Oh god.
Yo, that's crazy. Also, I just caught on to something. Maybe I'm just bad at reading. Okay. Maybe I'm just bad at reading, but he can't incinerate anybody, can he?
Yeah, he can.
He can.
Does he?
So when he spends
if you spend
tokens on his attacks, he auto incinerates.
Okay,
like,
that's whatever, I guess. Yeah, sure.
He's not immune to incinerate, though.
He's not immune to incinerate, yeah, so he can be put on fire, which is hilarious. He's a man that's on fire.
Sun. He's the
he's literally the sun. Yeah, like I don't understand, yo.
You lit the goddamn sun on fire? What?
Oh my god, dude.
Makes no sense,
dude. It's because his range explosion took up too much card space for incinerating. It's the same reason why Magneto has a useless spender and doesn't have helmet, and Thor and Ghost Rider weren't immune to shock and incinerate at first. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's just a joke.
Like it's just weird. Like there's so many things about this guy that just like don't make an MCP model. Like, and 4 threats where you really get to the point where you really have to separate yourself. I think the list itself shows that there's a lot of like solid and belows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you really have to separate yourself. And this guy is just like, I mean, he's every bit as bad as these other terrible, like the worst of the models that we've talked about today.
Man, I was optimistic that this episode was going to be more. It was going to have better 4 threats, and I don't know if we're definitely.
I think it's getting worse, bro, by the minute. Yeah, I think it's getting worse.
I don't think it's getting better.
No, it's not.
Better. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, here we
Let's
go.
Keep going. We got our Archangel, another mutant that's maligned. I played some Archangel. I don't think Archangel deserves to be in the bottom tier.
He's not a bottom tier character.
I think he deserves to be in C tier.
I will tell you about Archangel is I played an X-Men game, right when they came out, and I played Angel. And I played the Fallen to bring in Archangel.
In theory, it should be good.
At the end of the game, I wish I had just left the 3-threat Angel on the board. This guy
dude, bro, that's hilarious, bro.
Oh man, I don't know. Do I put Archangel at the bottom tier? I mean, the one thing about him is I feel like Charged Ambush can be decent with Pestilence.
It can be, yes, because I've done it a lot. It's actually it can be powerful, if the opponent doesn't know about it. It's just
Yeah, he's
I
gotta go
don't know.
bottom, dude. There's
The
no
thing
way
is,
he's better than Ben Reilly.
there's no way he's
Archangel-
not,
if
bro.
Archangel was
It's
the
just
only four- if he was the only 4 in his affiliations, he still would not get played.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He's in the bottom.
I have a huge issue with this character auto teleporting on the crit. Dude, and I swear to God, every time I play this character, he always rolls the crit. Every single time, I don't want him to be placed within the character so he doesn't die. He just does. And I'm like, oh, great. I have to do this thing. And you're going to kill my model. I'm going to be down on 4th threat. Awesome. Cool game. Like, it's just... I don't know, dude. I don't know. The thing is like, I feel like he's... Let me put it like this. Like, he's definitely D tier. He's not... I'm not trying to argue him out of it right now because every game I play with this dude, I've lost. And it's because of him, because he's an idiot. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I can't find the words right now. Just go ahead.
Chewie's gonna have an aneurysm.
I really am, because it's like I'm having a hard time like gauging him, dude. That's the problem. It's like every game I played him in. I think I've mentioned this when I talked about him. It was like I feel like he's okay, but then I feel like he's just terrible. And then I'm like I can't get a proper gauge because I can't play him properly because he does all these weird things and like. I don't know. His spender's cool. Like, I don't know, dude. Go ahead. I'm done. I don't know.
Less like grumpy and about it.
Yeah.
His abilities read a lot better than he ends up performing on the table for me.
Yes.
Most of the time.
That's
And
what
I
I'm getting
think
at.
that a lot of his stuff is because he doesn't synergize well enough with the X-Men leaders to overtake the sort of core pieces for them.
He's not even X-Men. That's another stupid thing.
That's another thing.
Oh, I didn't.
He's not affiliated.
X-Force of APOC.
Right. So okay, so then
Even though he's in X-Men Gold, like he's literally on the freaking cover of X-Men Gold, and the new card they printed for Team X-Men that is X-Men Gold, he's on it.
Jarvis
it doesn't make any
Hellfire
sense.
Club?
Yeah, he's Hellfire too. That's right, but
He's
he's not.
Hellfire
He's
as well.
not X-Men.
Okay, so let's remove the X-Men thing, which is ludicrous, but fine. In Servants and in X-Force, he's just not better than their Force.
Right.
Like, right? He has to compete
Right.
with Psylocke, basically. And he's not as good as them.
Nope.
But, like, as just a standalone 4, it's like 5 health on the front is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And his offense is like, it can be very spiky, but like, unless you're in Apocalypse, like, they both have rerolls, but like, it's not enough. One reroll in X-Force isn't really enough. Apocalypse gives him more, but like, he's just another dude that punches stuff. So I see where he should be good. There should be good things. But like, I don't like Gamora either. And he's just basically the same thing there.
Mm-hmm.
He
should be a
outputs a
long
little less
mover.
damage than Gamora because of she
Yes.
has pounds instead.
I was gonna mention that. I think he should be a long mover, in my opinion, as well. You can't even give me an extract safe. Like, man, dude. Oh my god, dude. I love this character, bro. It just it pains me that I have to suffer playing this dude and seeing if he's good or not, and just suffering through a game and just losing. It's just, oh my god, dude. I remember playing against foes, dude. And I feel good against foes. I was playing against my local, and I just decided let me try this guy again. And I never lose to foes when I play with APOC. I mean, that's entirely not true, but I win the majority of my games. Me and him came to the conclusion that the only reason why I lost was because Archangel did absolutely nothing to affect the game at all, even as Pestilence. Yep. Even as Pestilence. And we're like, yeah, like, if you played any other character as Pestilence, you would have just won the game. And I'm like, okay, so I'm right then. Like, there it is. It just got proven. Like, there you go. Like,
it's because 4-threat damage dealers are bad. Like, 4-threats who their thing is dealing damage. Yeah. Like, look at the tier list as it stands right now. Tell me who is the highest I do damage and nothing else model.
It's like Psylocke.
Psylocke, who's extremely mobile.
Yeah.
And has very high consistency between all of her different effects.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of Psylocke's the only B model that like has no way to interact with scoring other than punching stuff.
Yeah.
It's less of an indictment of Archangel than it is the archetype of this model, where it's just going to hit stuff. It's just not good enough at 4 threat unless you're like broken at it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what line that is.
Yeah, but you have to like actually delete things or get value elsewhere.
Right.
So
I always love the argument. Well, if you did Overwing, you die. I'm like, but I don't want him to die. Like I don't. Anyway, we're done. I can't.
All right. Move on to Frankenstein. Man, I actually kind of like Frankenstein. I don't think he's that bad. I just think he doesn't do well with the Sun's leaderships.
I think he's edged out by better choices, and his card is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think Frankenstein's a pretty good model. I agree there. It's a C tier because, I mean, Midnight Suns is so stacked with characters and all that. Like, and then him and Bomb, like you just mentioned it, right? Like he has gainers and doesn't really get his power going, but I mean, he does some pretty cool stuff. Like, he is a really good.
He can't pay power for a leadership. He's like functionally like a useless character.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say I am actually gonna try him with Magneto in my 4 threat slot.
Ooh, spicy.
He has size 4 terrain throw, and he can go second after Juggernaut and with the charge. So
good point.
It's push. I think his push is omnidirectional.
It is.
It is omnidirectional. Yes.
So you could feed people into Magneto if you hit the triggers, which might be cool. And my Magneto has died my last 2 games due to stupid, dumb circumstance. So I have Frankenstein for hire. Might be able to keep him up.
Oh, there you go.
With cover, it's actually really good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I think Frank, you could easily find homes for him. Like, obviously Hellfire was broken, but like that combination of power and healing, like, offsets Frank's need of power and healing. Like that's what his card does. So it's like it's synergized in that way. So finding stuff where you can give him one or both of those things there's probably a lot of room to explore. He's just not. You're not going to find a home for him in Midnight Suns right now.
I think people would be playing him more if Shang didn't have a freaking 6 dice builder for no reason.
True.
It's like Frank's cool thing is he has a 6 dice builder, but so does Shang for I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right. Wrecking Crew. I haven't actually played this character. They seem very okay. I love their design.
They are very weird because they're not really edged out by better choices. Because like this, like when you look at like CS, the CS4s aren't.
It's Rhino.
Aren't anything.
It's Rhino.
It's Rhino.
And the leader.
You just don't run that slot. It's like. So that does make it hard in that you really don't want to go 4-4-4-3-2 at 17 under either. So it's like you're pushed out by the fact that your leaders are 4 threats. I think Wrecking Crew's fine, but they're probably a C tier model in context. I don't think they need changed, but they're like you're not running them in either place that they're affiliated.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, I like Ben Reilly and Frankenstein and Spider-Woman and Crew, so.
I love their attacks, by the way. Suplex and.
Oh yeah, no, I think
they're
incredibly well made. I think they're very cool and well made.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to make them slightly better or how to get them more play. I mean, maybe they're waiting on like a new Syndicate or Cabal leader that actually likes what they bring.
Yeah.
Like if I could easily see if a Syndicate or Cabal leader like made power on round 1, you could get a round 1 slide with them. It would be probably pretty cool. So I could see that happening. All right, Elsa. Oh man,
She goes wherever Blade was because they're like the same thing. It's way better.
Well, we put Blade in the mid tier. I like Blade way more than her.
I think they're.
Man, I don't know, dude. I think Blade's definitely better than Elsa. That's for sure. They're not the same model.
They're definitely not.
Blade's attacks are just way better. Blade's leadership obviously is better.
Yeah, I mean, she should theoretically be able to be more mobile run and gun than he should.
She has the same plight as every other 5 dice physical attack character, where they don't make power.
Mm-hmm.
For God's sake, Cyclops has energy attack, and he still can't make power.
I think she's
true statement.
I gotta put her in the bottom, bro.
Then throw her there. I'm not gonna fight about it.
Yeah, I can't.
Her leadership is also not that good. It's very like weirdly situational. It also screws you over sometimes. Like boom, friendly fires. Root and DR prevention are randomly not relevant. So like, her leadership's just blank sometimes. And then you also have to like call your shot on it. So like, you could be like, all right, I'm gonna ignore DR on this attack and then miss, and then your next attack is a spike and it gets Odins'd. It's like, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I guess my point was I don't find either of them very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played against her. She didn't really do much. It was just whatever. And I trolled her the rest of the game. I was like, yeah, okay. Good luck not playing the game. Whatever. Yeah. I'm not going to talk you out of taking her out of bottom. Like, to me, she's a bottom tier character, in my opinion. Like, when are you ever going to splash her, and when are you ever going to play her leadership? Never.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
I just don't see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I know there's some Elsa people out there that love playing her. I mean,
her win rate is also horrendous.
Yeah,
her win rate on Longshanks is horrendous.
It's really bad. Yes, it is. So yeah,
and maybe if Midnight Suns was able to make a gunline list, there's no way you can really support a gunline in the current Crisis set. Like, even the better gunline factions aren't really doing it. So I have no idea. I mean, we never seen Elsa with like Map E really, so maybe Boom is good on Gamma Wave.
Sure.
But, I don't know.
We'll see. Maybe in the future it'll change, right? Like, who knows? I mean, with the next, we're getting a rotation. What, next year for whatever?
There's new Crises next year.
New Crisis, yeah. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Yondu. Actually, Yondu's good. I like Yondu.
This character.
Yondu's a B tier. He's good. I like him.
Yeah.
I hate him that he's like. I hate playing against. I played against him once, dude, and I hated my life, dude.
He is really annoying.
Range 5 gun. What? Range 5 gun, bro? Like, that is absolutely insane. Like, why? And it's energy. Like, he's so sick, dude. And it hands out slow. You don't benefit from cover. Like, whistle while you twerk.
Yeah.
Whistle while you twerk. That's
right.
It's a Yin Yang Twin song. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I love it, bro.
He gets like the free reroll too.
Yes.
And his spender just can like chain infinitely. I've actually gotten hit. I've gotten hit by the spender like chain like 3 or 4 times. I was like, oh, please make it stop.
It happened to me, and it killed all my models. And I was like, do I get to play? No. Okay, you're just rolling hot and hitting everything. Awesome. Outside of that, like, yeah, no, like, he's well made. He's just awesome, dude. I hate playing against him. I want to be the player playing with him. Is my point. Playing against them, I just want to run away. I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with you, bro. Like, this is terrible.
Yeah, no, I like Yondu. I think he's good.
Yeah, same here.
His extract grab thing can catch people pretty easily.
Yeah. Was it when the character within 2 would drop a token? Yeah. That thing's pretty crazy.
Yep. Dean, anything else on Yondu?
He's cool.
Yeah, he is. All right, our last 4th threat, Maximus. I'm not a Maximus fan. I think he's slightly better than Emma, though, because he can at least move people with his superpower. And his disruption field is good.
Yeah, disruption field is good. Yes, it is.
I think Maximus is...
I think he belongs in C tier, personally.
I think he belongs in C tier because people aren't trying to do anything other than play Black Bolt, which is the correct thing right now. And so, like, Maximus could very well be B tier. Like, I've seen him in 2 games, and he was perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
But, like, I haven't seen enough to know that that's the answer. So
his leadership is actually better than it reads. He's competing with one of the best leaderships in the game, so that's a problem. His walk you thing is pretty good, and his disruption field is also pretty good. His spender is fine. His builder is fine. So like he's actually not that bad. He's just kind of like competing in a space that is like ultra competitive.
Correct. Played against them.
He would be better on map B also. Like sorry to interrupt you, Chewy. I could totally have seen like back at last year at WTC, Inhumans was playing like Black Bolt, Thor, Medusa, Ronan at like 19. Ronan could have easily been Maximus if he was out at that time. I think they absolutely would have done that. Or Medusa even, right? Yeah, so
sure.
like
absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
So like my point is that there was a lot of map E back then, and Maximus would have thrived there.
Right. Like the only drawback he had, at least for me, I think everything on his card is pretty cool. I played against his leadership a few times, and unfortunately, my opponents would roll the fail results, and they would get placed at 1, and their life would be worse right after that. But when that doesn't happen, and it's another result, and you make sure your results more consistent, you can output some damage. You can easily play around him with the whole 2 physical defense dice. I know he has disruption field and all that stuff, but you can drop him pretty fast if you do it properly, like, and just nuke him. I wish he had something where, like, similar to other 4 threats where you have to pay the 2 power to reduce. But granted, I know why they did that, because disruption field does exist, so I understand it, right? I get it. But yeah, I think that's his only weakness. But like I think he's a C tier character. I've never been too amazed by him, but he does enough that it can scare me. You know what I mean? Like it's enough, right?
I could easily see a world where like Black Bolt 1 gets nerfed and the crisis changes to be slower or something, and then Maximus is all of a sudden the Inhumans leader.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I can see that too.
I could easily see that.
Yeah.
So, that I think either of those will happen, but if they did, they seem like reasonable things that could happen, maybe. So, all right,
yeah, that's all I
got. That's it for us here, right? Anyone else got anything before we close it out?
Nothing, man.
I don't think so.
This is, dude.
Dude,
it's just as bad as last week.
It is, yeah. I'm surprised. I thought we would definitely have more higher characters, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
It doesn't.
It's about the same. Brutal.
Very brutal.
All right. We will see you next week. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.